Good morning. Danny Wagwan fam. You good? Yeah man, good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. Yeah man, the renegade there. Man, when afraid, keep it real analyst on, tabloid Wagwan. Alright, we address some things still, because I see Andrew Onis, but the lightest man. I run out of flip-flopping myself. People know Jamaica, we're tired of this now, We're dead serious, man, we're tired of this. Right? Mr. Dr. Data, I forgot to talk to them last night because, when you have a government in a power, you have to hold them accountable, eh? But, somehow you have the young arm of the young drunker arm of the JLP. But I don't know what the fuck you're going to suck. Hey, I'm going to fuck off, Because none of you know. Because I'll be a propaganda, I'll be a fuck you do. When they can't stop the opposition from holding a government accountable, and go suck on a blood clot, dirty thinking, woman, yeah? Let me just tell you that straight, yeah? All right. Because we're not putting another one, We're not fuck up none of that. I anger what people them like them at the burst. I chew them to wake up yet. I remember someone sell me out to CIA already, Every time I look on this, it make me feel real mad people. If you know, so the same party come back with the same propagandas and lies. But this not 2026 this. Don't play with them. So we're gonna draw back for some of them because things out. In a little bit. So I'm gonna play about the CIA. Or them use Eddie Siago. Come up play a bit with him yesterday, Or him lying or say, Manley, that turn Jamaica in a communist state. And him line up everything for you, but yesterday you see one thing. Only should have let them off, You should have this man could jail for a long time. Them is a piece of shit. Yeah? Yes. You can't do this to no country. No country can rise like this. You understand? Yeah, man. Them have to stop this shit. Say, don't play with them, Anything them I do, give them 100-fold, them for fuck off. 100-fold. Yeah? Don't man put them. Them is very evil. When we see how you for power, a man a build a country, born in the country, and them sit down, and them take them. I'll Bob Marley them near the kill. Remember them fuck up Rasta too, I don't know people Rasta run around them, Kind of some work, See? These are enemy of Jamaica. Them fucked up. And then them come back with a spinning. And it hurt for you, Andrew only him nasty self for not come talk about it in the 70s that day, you fucking piece of shit. Eh? After on do a place like this, they make a talk about the guy named Young, Vivian Yong, because from Transport Authority. Him don't be a shit them around with because listen, that's illegal firearm there when you drive it and drive on the man. Vivian fucking Young, he's a piece of shit. Say you forgot prison, right? Me get the run on pan you already, I'm gonna finish get the rest side because we never put them, See? We never put them. You draw a gun for a motorist, personal firearm, that's turn illegal now. You never know threat or nothing, You take one man car, man, black him wheel. You draw a gun and tell him to leave off and car. You know about the man car, that's a job. And the soup there, the supervisor there, not say nothing. And that commander, the piece of shit. I think we do something about him already, the one where run down in a carrying down. Him did pay the man, take out money and pay the man for building driveway, The one, the overall. But him name, I have your name somewhere else. So I do a thing for him already, And that same piece of shit. Down there do him I do. That same garbage. Them have nothing, the whole thing break down. Transport Authority, it's supposed to be a regulated body. It passed over that now. So some guy feels them at the law. You have private firearm and a drive on a motor, but a touch him car and black it and say no come out and drive on him and a pint. Then before you shoot the man. Right away if you drive and pint it on the man. Right away if you lose it, if you go to prison. He's a piece of shit. Your name Young, Vivian dirty thinking Young. Vivian Yong. Yo, dry your gun. Remember me telling you so them can't hide from we, See? Can't hide from we. Them two out harder. All right. I'm also know Andrew again, flip-flop. Flip-flop. Yeah? Last night, when Dr. Daz, come make him speech, I tell you one, I'll get the finding down in a breakdown part. Me have said this man in big dirty thinking, young arm, Remember, you know, you're there for the government accountable. That's why you have shadow ministers and things. Me say them run out a try twist. Remember, Big Mama forget last suit, you know. You might even some last suit, man. Can they call up the man name and you run out like the opposition must have come hold the government accountable. And talk about the breakdown. And only thing they can get this like blood. Hey, when you look, hey, me in a politics, I don't know, give me that chat, you know. When I run from Jamaica, you know. I don't do so. Hey, number one, for them get pant up on my nerves, them have to run away. Them are shit. None of them couldn't get. I know the house, me that this them wicked. Hey, me and them. Me couldn't be a politician, you know. Because the fuck with them I do, they can't face me, you know. Impossible. Serious to God, impossible. None of them couldn't face me. And can't tell me no speaker, nobody. No behavior. Because for me, see them destroy Jamaica, it me a defend. And if me a defend the constitution and I don't business who you, the man or woman, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You understand? Move. See? I don't care. Couldn't be a politician coming out power with them. Them fucked up the place. Remember look on this. More, you see, two of them who are selling all them vote. More draw back for the British ship, yeah. National look thing. Because we don't know history. You see that ship named Zhang? That gang, you know, Zhang. First, we know for we not see the seat. When you study about it here, then the two because them insure, see and look on the ear. You see, Zhang massacre was a mass killing of more than 130 enslaved African people by a crew of British slave ship sunk over several days from the 29th of November 1781. William Gregson, slave trading syndicate based in Liverpool, owned the ship as part of Atlantic slave trade. You know what them do? You see them 130 slaves there? I want to look up Zhang. That's why I'm back from see them myself vote and things. Remember, you know, no for we say ban and the boy because our people, our vote parents never get through for that. And enough more thing like that. No, them have a little thing and them have go crash. Them people never sick, you know. Man, woman, and children them throw overboard them. Yeah? Because what? Because them insure. Right? Yes, like goods are something them insure. So if them go and anything they not get back the money, if any they could think of some things that are going out there, you know what them do? Them throw them overboard. Over 130 of them. And them get pay feet, you know. When you read this, you get sad. And that's why I have this like to sell them vote and because our people them come through too much thing. If you get independence and thing, and when you look at a big dirty thinking party, always a face you with money, and put your finger in a fucking ink. Them can't win no election unless them come in with criminality. They are criminals. Them for fuck off. They are criminals. Yeah? When you go through this, unless you're not conscious, can no phone never see this, no. No. Yeah? Alright, so them do a little thing on it when I go show still. I'm going to show that too. You understand? But let me just go to the CIA part. Yeah. I'm going to deal with this first. Yeah. Yeah, man. No, man. Tell them for them to go away, man. Look on this. And this are the reality what them do. That's why them cannot be trusted. Watch this.
Jamaican Labour Party as the entire campaign against using the reality. Jamaican Labour Party as its instrument in the entire campaign against the Michael Manley government. I'd say most of the violence was coming from the Jamaica Labour Party side, and behind them was the CIA in terms of getting the weapons in and getting the money in with all the propaganda guidance, because there was a steady stream, a continuous campaign of propaganda against the Manley government. The weapons, there was no problem with getting weapons in because the ganja smuggling was a perfect route for bringing weapons back into Jamaica from the United States. The CIA would look upon the radical political content of reggae music.
Reggae music too, you know, that's why them shoot back man, them don't actively shoot, you know. Yes, still them come with the same kind of craft. That's why it hurt me head, you know. You fuck up the place with lies and propaganda. And you come with it now. Big dirty thinking. Them be charged for treason. Fuck at them. Me not play with them, you know. Me not play with them. You can just watch them and them and repeat. History not repeat itself and get away so free. You must say fucking mad. Yeah? You rise against them, man. Them nasty, man. You understand? Hear this.
As dangerous because it would help to
So
create.
them say the music as dangerous. Them shoot him, shoot back. But man, they didn't come and say Rasta and I work chair and I rat race, you know. Yeah. Them fear of it. These people not supposed to have thief government in front of the eye. And then everything them do, them go and them spin something and you allow them to. Like I said, me a decent man, when I go so low like them. Fuck that. 100-fold. Anything them do, you give them 100-fold. If them not go stop, they will not. Me not believe in a how the place run right now, you know. I believe in 100. If you come and you step on me, told me if you step on you, everything what you have. You step on 1, how much you have? 10? Me have to crush the whole fucking 10. 100-fold. Fuck you. You understand? And then you ask me again, you know, step on, you never gonna walk near my foot. So everything just neutral and nice. Say, fuck that. Say, it will stop, man. Yeah, man. You live it. All right, watch ya.
A consciousness among poor people, among the great majority of Jamaicans. And of course, naturally, the climate was created for an attempt on Bob Marley's life.
Yeah. When you hear them white man, can see release a lot of things, you know. So when you see them go on and big man, when you don't sit down and listen to these mother piece of shit, if you don't want to fuck up a country, yeah, I want to come back in at them time and do the same fucking thing. With bigger, for whatever the pan line. Them they gonna clear with a bag of fucking shit. Me make them themselves with me, I want them to fact checking. I change up thing pan them. Remember, you know, if them are deal with the truth way, you know, it gonna expose the motherfucker them because them are shit. And them can't do nothing else but try to come and do that. And to fuck them up. Enjoy the latest thing right now. Take over for say I got wicked, dangerous. Yeah.
Purpose of all those activities of violence and armed robbery and murder, coupled with the propaganda campaigns calling for the overthrow of the Manley government, naturally created a situation of terror, really, of tension.
Situation of hey, all them, you know, when me watch them people in the state and them do the documentaries and them come out and them talk about them thing, yeah, it at me to hey, it can't at me no more, man. It can't at me no more. It dangerous. You understand? It dangerous, bad. When me see what them do, when me say dangerous, it's dangerous. Twin spin. What I answer? Yeah, man.
Celebrate Rastafari. They criminalize.
Yeah. Dead. Yeah.
The slave ship Zong is crossing the.
Yeah, man. Oh. Yeah, man. Strange about.
Communities and forced Rastas to cut their locks or go to prison. Pay attention. Jamaica didn't celebrate Rastafari. They criminalized it, raided communities, and forced Rastas to cut their locks or go to prison. Pay attention to this, because the country that profits from Rastafari today tried to destroy it for decades. Follow now if you're ready to see how Jamaica treated
Now look how them treat Rasta. And if this is how them live, you can't make them get rid of these things. Yeah? No, but hear this, Jaja. Remember, we have a lot of doctors and nurses now, you know. Yeah. Yeah, man. Your daughter be telling you, but upset me too, Jennifer. Because them people, each time them run out with them lies. And the damage what them do for the place, them not do nothing for the place. And then come and say PMP mash up the place. What the fuck? You could have said somebody. You could have said them run 10 years in independence, 10. Fuck up the place. Them got IMF, you know. Around 66, 67, them got IMF for the first time. Fuck up the place and deal with poor people like them and shit. Man, they come and say, no, we have to get piece of the pie. Whether you're JLP or PMP, if you know truth is fucking truth, or run with them. Now for no banya, when they say we never have no patrol. When they say we have parks could have sit down, allow me I tell. We have parks in our area could have sit down. Yeah, we're all right. Man, they have to take back the box, forced by. Him not bad them up, the government forced by 51% stake and start make money for the country. And him not, you can't point out Manley, and like, you know what hurt me? You can't, when it talks about money and running the economy, you can't point out this man and say him take 1 cent. Him say him broke, him poor, so him dead poor. Yeah? Yes. Them say him dead poor. We don't mind. Because the man get up and stand up for we and open with eye and say, listen me. Remember, one of the first in study. When if you have discipline, we have discipline. But one thing we do, man. Me move like Peter them, you know. When them say work with Jesus, you know, I don't believe in that. You know, a man come on, him live for man, you finish. Fuck that. One life you have, one. If you get mime up or you fucked up, that's it. If them come and do something you give them tenfold. You sit down and give them tenfold, them for fuck off. No, every man have good and bad in them. Every man. Every single one. Some people just, you know, reserve and just say, so, you know, and you come and you don't fuck when him just say, you love him. Me not see it so. That's why me like keeping them a wilderness. Them for fuck off. It for stop. Because when you have bully and you have liars like Andrew Honest them and them come spread them lie and you don't stop them continue. Yeah? And spread them propagandas and lies. It one of the first in study. That's why me bring that's why me do them show you, know, because me not go join them with the fuckery. Me just remind people where I come from when them say that days. Eh? Man, they bring some great things in the place. It's unbelievable. The same carry come after them kill the West Indies business. A man in 1973 carry come. Where Andrew was the head for 6 months, just the other day, just a couple weeks ago. But in last month, carry come when the way people are going now and when I get pressure and we get through. A man, they bring that 1973. Him and 3 more down the West Indies. Farm carry come. Me tell you, so the things that the man do, it unbelievable. We never touch the surface of what we show yet, you know. But it's beneficial to everyone same way. And you know, do not like that, but cut ribbon. And say, I feel fucking legacy that. It's a piece of shit. Yeah? Continue to tell lie. I tell you, I come in your face because people. And by the way, them attack social media. Hey, people, them are the biggest piece of shit, them, you know. Or if you talk social media and you're a blogger, and you want to see a blogger, then put up thing every day. Tough tongue, the one of them are bloggers. Wait, when them put out them thing when them talk on social fucking media. So right away, if you're against social media, but you upload all these things from social media and shoot it for social media, it's a piece of shit. When we hear them panel argue and they go against social media, them a blogger too, them a put things on social media, argue, things on social media, TV, the one of them they on social media, what the fuck happened to them? Who attack fuckery? Big dirty thinking, mama cock up on it like them talk about every day. Social media. But them in social media, fucking idiots. That's why I say when if I run them away. Them are use the same social media, not about them as social media spread propaganda. When you look at them, you know, the amount of lie and thing, them to lose the license where them have. Because the whole of them on social fucking media, they are all bloggers. They are shit. Yeah, you don't spin nothing. You can't depend on social media because social media. That's why we can't trust you. It's a piece of shit. Yes. Now, so it go. Hear this. Yeah, man. The whole of them depend on it. Hear this.
Rastas before Bob Marley made them too famous to ignore. Picture this.
JLP again.
1950s and 60s Jamaica. Police raid Rastafari communities
So it was not 50 or 60s. You know them about
in West Kingston, arresting men for growing dreadlocks, smoking ganja, and refusing to conform to colonial standards. You were taught, Jamaica always embraced Rastafari as part of their culture. I believed that too, until I learned the Jamaican government saw Rastas as dangerous criminals threatening social order. They arrested Rastas on sight, they forced them to cut their locks in jail as punishment, they banned Nyabingi drumming ceremonies, calling them threats to public safety. Rastas couldn't get jobs, couldn't rent homes, were denied education for their children, all because they chose spiritual resistance over.
So you have here, and this is our boss to them, this is how the JLP them to the people them. Cruel God, this is how them do them. Hey, then do some wicked things, nobody else do them wicked things. I can't get rid of these things. And them like going at history now and realize them destroy the fucking place. The worst thing you could have ever do at this, shoot Bad Marley, overthrow Michael Mann with CIA. With outside forces. If you was American and you work with outside forces for overthrow no government, me I tell you about white long time. Well, I want to get fucked. No other country want to put up with you. Your party that get disbanded. No two way about it. Yeah? But see them in here, and some of the old one them they are going like, yes, and we did they and a boss. And turn our minister, it's fucked up. He can't take that. Look here.
Over colonial Christianity. The 1963 Coral Gardens incident sealed it. After a confrontation between Rastas and police, the government declared war, rounding up hundreds of Rastas, beating them, shaving their heads by force.
All right, them going to show because shave a gas back, them I use and shave head and everything, because we never have them there.
Jamaica wanted Rastafari erased, but Rastas survived in the mountains, building their own communities where Babylon couldn't reach. Then Bob Marley happened. Reggae went global. Suddenly, Jamaica claimed Rastafari as national pride, the same movement they tried to destroy.
And that's true. You say all that now. I saw you know it's a JLP we kill. You try to kill something, you know, and then you claim it. You be a Rastan. When you hear iPhone now and iPad, they may come out and tell us, well, we first start about I and I. Yeah, because when Rasta say the I also say we, you and me, them say I and I. So we know we have iPhone and iPad and I this and I that. A lie? Eh? Yes. So we have this I thing where I sell and everything get crazy now and people want to wear them dreadlocks. I'm feeling nice, so Rasta this and that and it's cool now. But we know say you have a party where if I them alone, them wipe out Rasta completely bad. Yeah. Yeah, accommodate and support them. No man, we have to teach them. I want thing we not do. No, we not do that, Georgia. So remember, so them brain was a lot of people in the 70s, you know. And the same thing them I try to do now. I'm gonna show you a perfect example. Remember Andrew Onis came out and said, someone who never even born, you know, the 80s and who born in the 90s, when they don't have a clue how the PAP destroyed the 70s. If you know, CIA just bring out a bag of things and with them going with. But up Siago right there, so Siago, I tell them, hey, them wicked, you know, oh, man, they indoctrinate people. When Manley, hey, I'm going to put up this. I'm going to put up this. Because this is how Siaga wicked. I'm going to go for Siaga. I'm going to go for Siaga. CIA. This is how Siaga wicked, you know. Yeah. CIA give JP gun, all right. JP gun, all right. Let me see this now. I can go for Siaga. Because Siaga dangerous, you know. Be a man. Siaga mash up Jamaica. Let me see this.
80, Jamaica was on fire. Nearly 850 people had just been killed in one of the bloodiest election campaigns in the nation's history. The economy was collapsing. Jobs were vanishing. People were fleeing. And into that chaos, stepped one man, Edward Seaga. He didn't just win. He took 51 of 60 seats in Parliament, the biggest landslide Jamaica had ever seen. But what he did next would change Jamaica forever. And that's why, to save Jamaica, he had to tear it apart. Because what came next was both bold and brutal. The country he inherited. When Seaga took office in October 1980, Jamaica was broken. The economy had shrunk by more than 20% in 6 years. Unemployment was 27%. Debt was sky high, and inflation was out of control. He inherited a nation in free fall, and he believed there was only one way out: scrap socialism and embrace free markets. So he cut ties with Cuba, aligned with Reagan's America, and turned to the IMF and World Bank. But that's when the real struggle began. Because in trying to save the country, Edward Seaga would also unleash policies that made life even harder for a time. Thousands of Jamaicans lost their jobs. Nurses were laid off. Real wages plummeted. Yet in the same breath, he launched the program that would go on to train nearly 500,000 Jamaicans, the Heart Trust.
No, but in the training, they matter about how go on to train. The training program, a man they will call Brigadista. He might go rename this. So when they matter, I just play and I go through where they might say. But yes, continue.
So, was he a builder or a breaker? Let's look at what he built and what it cost. The 12 big moves. Number 1, the Heart Trust. Seaga's flagship program, launched in 1982.
So him not build it, him just rename it. Rename it. And after that, him fire everybody. 83, 84, him fire people. Rename it.
Aimed to tackle youth unemployment with hands-on training in tourism, construction, garment making,
so you have the construction and these things, man, they love that for money. So, yes.
And data entry. Funded by a levy on companies, Hart empowered tens of thousands of school leavers, giving them the skills.
So, you know, the school leavers, them a man, they give them skill. Me play that phone. So, but me just play it still, for us here in part. Continue.
And hope. Number 2, structural adjustment programs. These IMF-mandated reforms demanded cuts in public spending, devaluation of the dollar, and
yeah. So this have enough truth tonight. That's what I play. So the devaluation of the dollar start kick it away now. Fuck it
and
up.
Privatization of public entities.
Privatization of public entities can him do it too, you know. When man they forced by him start privatize back the thing there. Him. Yes.
Seaga
and then him shut down school and shut down hospital.
Saw them as necessary surgery. Critics saw them as economic trauma.
Cricket saw that economic trauma, but him privatize up the place. I don't matter about them. No, him do it. Him.
Up to 18,000 workers were laid off. Hundreds of nurses vanished. Social services collapsed. Number 3, the food stamp program. To soften the blow, Seaga produced food stamps in 1984.
That's true. 84, I can't show it. So I play these things, I can just pick it out and I watch. Yes, food stamp. Fuck way up and give a food stamp.
Targeting the elderly, pregnant women, and children. At one point, 848,000 Jamaicans were receiving assistance.
Over 1 million. At one point, 800, but it go over 1 million assistance. If I'm fucking food stamp.
Especially after Hurricane Gilbert struck in 1988. Number 4, Agro 21, a bold agricultural push.
That flop. Yeah? Land lease and change it up, you know.
Aimed to put
That did flop. Can't catch the thing and just name it, just change them. This is an exchange.
270,000 acres into production and introduce new export crops. While some projects, like bananas and aquaculture, succeeded, others flopped due to floods, poor competitiveness, and even scandal.
Scandal. You hear where the scandal come from him. If not man never trouble him, you know. Man they never trouble him take the country, rip it apart. No two way about it. And it documented. But we draw back for the New York Times and draw back for some other thing. You don't follow them what them have put up here. So it documented and it's still in time. Remember we live through it too, you know. But it's there. Every year it documented here, through him that thing with Reagan. In a Reagan library you find a lot of things. With him. Fuck up the place. Yeah?
Agro 21 failed.
It failed, it flopped.
Number 5, Golden Age Home. After 150 elderly women died in a 1980 fire at the Eventide home,
That's how them kill. That's how them kill. Them burned up the place with Eventide home. So them gonna build back Golden Age home after. So this is not something where you build a home back where you destroy so much people for cease for make man look bad. It fucked up.
Siaga responded by building a new modern home for the aged.
Yeah,
It was a symbol of dignity, built during a time
I know signal no dignity this, because you kill a bag of people. See I got evil, you know?
of economic crisis.
Yeah.
Number 6, the National Development Bank. Designed to finance tourism, mining, and agro-industry projects, this bank was part of Siaga's strategy to modernize the financial system and push economic diversification.
That's not going to happen either.
Number 7, the Agricultural Credit Bank. It was created to help farmers get access to credit, especially small and medium-sized ones. But it struggled to make an impact amid rising import competition and
don't fuck up the place. Like everything. And by the way, the one of them where you see my fear and then he privatize the place. He was a finance minister, you know. But the prime minister, the worst finance minister, this not fucking life. He worse than Nigel Clark. Worse than him. She go worse than Nigel. Nigel no good neither, you know. Happy pose. He not do nothing. But him worse than Nigel and him worse than Manayard. This guy here. Yeah, man.
Gilbert devastation. Number 8, Jampro, then JNIP. This is Siaga one-stop shop for investors. It brought billions in proposals, gave rise to new garment factories, and helped revive tourism.
It's a new garment factory, because garment factory from the 70s. Yeah, but no matter how we don't know. We have garment factory in the 70s. We play it and make them here. He built some of them just add on some other one. Yeah.
Tourism, but not every investor stayed. And many questioned whether the overall economy was ready for them. Number 9, the Urban Development Corporation, UDC. It led massive state-led projects that transformed Kingston's...
Them news, this time fuck up the place. The Quinton Waterfront never transfer. Because that they build long time, so we'll stop the fuck.
Waterfront, built cruise ship piers, and laid the groundwork for Negril as a resort town. But critics said the state was still too dominant in tourism. Number 10, comprehensive tax reform.
Him do not tax reform. When him done him do the amount of money him owe, of 443 million. Taxes itself, GTC would have come in with him owe that like motherfucker. Yeah? Cause him not good enough. Him not good enough at all, man. I say I got this man. See? Him not good enough at all. But I want to play something. I can put up something here with him yourself. That's why I can't stand these people. Him destroy the place. Destroy. Privatize the place. Take something where man they take back for the state and give back to some private people. I mean, showing up when we get out of Reagan Library, I'm signed from 1981, sign up the backside. If you look at skim milk powder and 30 million per million, know what that man they used to get 200 million. Fuck up the place. This guy dangerous. I've always said dangerous, very dangerous. Yeah. Let me put up this. We can put up this, yes, sir. That's why me care when them come out and attack them fuck people and hold the government accountable here. Don't make these motherfucker run out, come talk no fuckery. Yes, don't do it. Run them away. Them two stink. Nobody not talking to them. None. Right? None. People are talking when you look them take over people argument and run out. When the opposition come out and hold government accountable, when you look big dirty thinking, mama. Instead of the whole government accountable, and them are get paid. Fuck up the place with CIA. Yeah? You can't ban and go in a country and they allow that. And the same set of people make a come spread more propaganda again. It must not work. This man pass. Yes. Make a push up this. Can I play something with you in an Anjo? I mean, I show you a flip flap and your propaganda. Hold on. Make a push up this first. I have to play this. I have to play this out. Man, the CIA. CIA. Make a play this. I have to play this. CIA involvement. Let me play this.
Lewis Wolf and his journalistic publications. Who is Lewis and what has he been doing over the years, and why is the government so outraged by him?
Well, his background is it's thoroughly legitimate, standard, if you will, journalism. He was assigned for a couple of years in Manchester, writing for a couple of prominent news organizations.
Manchester, England?
Yes, Manchester, England. And eventually made his way through London back to the United States, where he gravitated to a scrutiny of the CIA and the intelligence community, watching the revelations of the Church Committee, information that he had come across in his research, some of which he had published as part of news stories previously, other parts of which he was not permitted to publish by the nature of the press establishment. And so he put together with Bill Schaap and Ellen Ray the Covert Action Information Bulletin, whose function was to focus on the intelligence organizations of the United States and discuss and expose in a perfectly legitimate way the covert action activities of the CIA principally, as well as the other.
Covert action in our country, you know, people. CIA and the JLP have come, and the man that about that fucking the Anjo, it's a piece of shit. Them shouldn't even be. Or you listen to this garbage. Or somebody for this, or if you have a party for seize power, destroy and kill out the people, kill old people, kill baby. You have your black road. Them carrying gun, them carrying all kind of thing. This is fucked up.
Intelligence organizations. I believe they formed that in about 1976 and have been in Washington since, publishing stories of true stories. Their quality, their standards of journalism are exceedingly high. That bulletin is distributed in the State Department, and it's sold out the first morning that it's put on the stands in the State Department newsstands. They also publish in that bulletin the names of CIA agents and where they are now, as they're assigned and reassigned about the world. I believe that in very recent months they have ceased the policy of publishing names because the controversy is so hot, and they would just as soon. And also, it's never been their intention to break the law. They've made that clear from the outset. Bill Schaap is the brother. He is a highly competent attorney and is the brother of a top sportscaster in New York City. He is a very articulate man himself and has testified to the Senate many times against the names of Agents Bill, for example, and defending what he and Lou Wolf are doing. And after his testimony, many times senators have come up and shaken his hand and said, I disagree with you, but you certainly make your case for the legitimacy of what you're doing very well.
Let's take a look at some of the things which Lewis Wolf had to say, and we'll let you comment ever so often on this, okay? What, in the years that you've been publishing it, do you think are some of your most significant revelations? Are there some stories that even shocked you?
Well, I think one of the big stories that we were able to document in some detail was the whole scope of CIA activities, similar to what the CIA did in Chile, and which was documented by the Senate Select Committee, was the whole covert action program in Jamaica in between 1976 and 1980. And we did a great deal of research into that, and we discovered in many ways, a very similar program, almost a classic model that was followed along the lines of what they did in Chile, including three major categories: military, paramilitary activity, the use of propaganda in the media, and the third one, which was economic warfare, using...
So people, you hear the same propaganda them I use again. We have to stop them. Them have Andrew for fuck off now. This our time now. We now sit down and make them continue this big dirty thinking, mama. Them is enemy of the fucking state. Yeah? Them I use them propaganda now work again. This is what them used before. So when them can't manage us, when them do them come out and start tell about them are spread this and that and misinformation. They Andrew them are do misinformation and disinformation. Same I come and tell you now. Them for fuck off. Them are shit. You can't make them do this and then come repeat again. It never happen for my watch, you know. No, not gonna work. Continue.
The multilateral organizations, the International Monetary Fund and others, to withhold loans which had been promised to the Jamaican government. This is one example.
What are a couple more of the details of that? You mentioned those first two examples of actual paramilitary activity the CIA was involved in Jamaica.
There was a fire, for example.
You might tell about the pre-military and the fire. Oh, them are gonna know. Well, them release the document and them do it anyway. So them will tell you what them doing in Jamaica. Remember this document that I have there, you know. See? So now we and a Jamaican, them here talk about Jamaica, you know. And them in America. Eh? Look here.
That took place in Jamaica of an old people's home. I think 150 old and infirmed women, many of them blind, were living in this home. And as it turned out, the place burned down in the space of about 8 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes. It was discovered that the phone wires had been cut and that the exits had all been blocked. Even those who could see their way out could not get out. That the means by which the fire was set was the use of a petroleum jelly, which was unavailable in Jamaica. This was one indication, among others, that there was outside help. Why would the CIA, you might ask, why would the CIA want to murder 150 old women? It was because it was an effort, part of a very large-scale effort to discredit the government in Jamaica, which was at the time headed by Michael Manley, the Prime Minister. There were images produced of Michael Manley in the media, in the Daily Gleaner, which was the newspaper which the United States, through the CIA, helped to support. And there is a good deal of evidence of that. There were images of Michael Manley showing a death mask. I mean, it was his face which had been somehow made to look like a death mask, although it was pretending to be a photograph of him. And there were many ways to...
And them people are telling the details where them go on with it now. Because them use the outside me, they say, use that kind of things and it bad. This make me heart bitter for them, you know, man. Them full of shit, you know, this shouldn't go on, you know, people. It shouldn't allow back for go on again, you know. You see, I want me hear, that's why I show Zang, you know. But me hear, oh, them sell them vote and you have some people say them a PMP down there, say fly green when they, can them buy vote, you know. Because I know people get 70,000, you know, for no vote, you know. And then buy vote, can them pay some who no vote, but they make some of them dip them finger in a ink. Them spend money, you know, because fly can't win, then a fly, you know. Yes. But when me look on all the slave thing there, or them deal with the people, them it hurt me, you know, you can't buy vote. So not now become a Jamaica. And you know what, the real people them suffer. Like we don't have no bed, you have no hospital for 10 years now. But you still, you know, you have tough tongue and him can't get fired. Him dead there and him and them are push him up, say him are the best. Although we have travel advisor FEMA, you know, the hospital they're not working. Yeah, him himself with the market me money and the one of the thing them have film woman when they 85 million. The money they just can and that's them find way to get out money out of the system. And you just talk and you allow them. Them have to bring to justice. Them are wobbling the money. And you see, oh, them see influential. If them can buy you out, them buy you out. And them have the media people, them who them can hold. Because enough of them I take money under the table in per month, you know. Them get too much million per year. If you go around and then I'm trying to tell you, say the government are good, do good. But me I tell them on this, me couldn't sit down and suffer. And then me I listen and read and them say, boy, them are do good and poverty cut where you know, say I lie and thing and me come out, come talk. Me I tell them, me I will that me I run them way. And when them come see them buy a little rum, or them buy a little chicken and give her 5 grand, them for fuck off. You want a better country. Yeah? You need a better country. It's bad. Continue. This grieve my body, you know. When I play them thing, they grieve my body. I'm not chatting with them, you know. Yes, play.
To try and discredit him. This is very, very similar, in fact, to what the CIA did to try and discredit Salvador Allende in Chile. If you remember, Richard Nixon instructed the CIA in a meeting which was in 1970 in the White House, and there was a document in the Senate report which is reprinted, and he said, make the economy scream. Those were his words. And that's, of course, what the CIA proceeded to do in Chile, and that's what they also did in Jamaica.
They also furnished a lot of munitions and assistance to the terrorist squads that were going around killing people in the cities and also in the countryside in Jamaica as well.
Terrorist squad, CIA. Then them come and tell lie. Yeah? They talk to our people down at Mike Henry place. Them say Mike Henry, after them come in, them say, no, the communists never did that come. Tell them. Them couldn't believe them, so them get scared because Mike Henry I tell you them are take away this. And we have the thing, them take it away. And we so them go on and then spread propaganda, the weed propaganda. And that same kind of tactics that Andrew say my use and them dirty thinking me. I am throwing them away, you know. Because any country you want to run clean, them know you allow opposition for all their accountable. As a matter of fact, if you run the thing that people say I run, you're above board. So when opposition talking, not bother you. See, but no, when them do attacking opposition, that alone for sure you say them is a piece of shit. Them attacking opposition. Yeah? From in a parliament go right back and we look big dirty thinking, mama, them couldn't be my neighbor. Yeah? Them over Algeria, they say no, them for run a straight edge. And they are too nastiness. Because them don't make no sense. Them is germs. Yes. You understand? When they run out and look and fuck we run them away. Them is germs. Yes, continue.
That's correct. Well, John, you had a trip down to Jamaica and you saw a lot of these things about Jamaica with your own eyes, right?
Yes, indeed. A very moving, a very interesting trip to me to see a target country at a time in the height of a CIA operation when I was completely outside. So there's no way that I could see the problem that journalists have always had when the U.S. government was targeting on a country in a situation, trying to destabilize it, overthrow or manipulate the elections or whatever, of trying to figure out what's going on when you don't have access to all of the flow of cables and the discussions in National Security Council meetings and whatnot for the planning. I observed that from published information, the CIA station there was quite large for that size of a country. It was huge, in fact. It was bigger than any station I knew of in Africa, although Jamaica was a fairly small island with 2 million people.
But it dangerous, I command. One man just born the poor and need the rise. Burn out the rich and greedy, you know. And then fight that. And you know, with them looking nasty self, things will be there, so. And you could have come and rush Manley. Brother, I feel eternity, brother. I feel eternity, brother. Long as me there, where you talk about my idiot. After this, I want to do the Jamaica Labour Party. You take charge of that and say, you did I try this. You can't destroy Mandela legacy. Oh. See, I use, remember, no? You use the NHT, you know, you take out 1.8 billion plus your bill, that thing, you take out more money out of it. Eh? The host, the people might tell you thank you for out of NHT and that thing you take money from. A finger and that too. Eh? Can you imagine? Man said something, it stand up. See there? See carry come there? It stand up. See the gun court there? In bid it for them too, you know. Because the gun them when it come in. It stand up. See family court there? It's hey, something where man it works for everybody. You know do nothing. He's a piece of shit. When you attack Monday, you don't know you attack me, man. And when you attack me, the worst thing is coming like you attack 7 devil from hell. Because you're blue devil, you know. But me tell you this, you fly the gate, brother. You can't attack Michael, man. You're an idiot. Anyone I don't know. But we're not afraid to tell them we're a real man there, you know. You know do that. Whether you're JLP, PMP, and no pay respect a man, we take up the country and put on the map. Free up Rasta too. That's why I'm saying, ja, I might remember, you know, JLP, them never like Rasta, nothing, you know. But them do, you know, them work with you, you know, they move like Romans. Where them Romans are trying to stop Christianity, and when it spread, them turn, that's why they have the Catholic Church. Roman Catholic. Because them used to crucify you. Them no want the word spread, so them just say, him can't beat them, join it and take it over. And so the JLP work, and you see, you can't see right through them. Them no do nothing, them destroy a place. See, I go lock down the whole fucking thing. Man, they and Patterson and Mama P build it back, them shut it down again. Them leave, hey, Patterson, I'm one of the greatest prime minister, I'm the right behind Michael Manley. The man build everything where he see him put in place without go to the IM fucking F. Him say, tata. When say I run up the IMF and then you want the big dirty thinking, Josh Davis think he could have discredited. But me and what? Me and dirty thinking, mama, them have eternity. Them two stink. You could have run me in and then come with the lies and the would Patterson. You give a man and flowers are the greatest prime minister than Michael Manley. Him second of Michael Manley, Patterson. Some things when do to do. I hate them a live off, you know. The same boss. Sarah get rid of JS boss, but in the from around in the 50s. Him get rid of it. Him get rid of it. And by the way, me and the matter about Patterson get rid of plane. Abuse gay Trinidad the plane, and go look it up. When two of the pilots are dead. Once they drop down and fucking dead because them didn't want the plane and do it. That's why them come with Flight Jamaica on a piece of shit, you know. Him give them money back with it. Give to BB. Give to Trinidad. Stop on the fuckery. Yeah? No other thing I stop put out on a bag of bullshit. Good thing we know everything we're on there now, we know we history, you know. You understand? And we don't sell out. Stand firm in the Gideon. Play this. Play that.
That's typical of when the CIA is got a big operation going in a place, they beef up the station and beef up the offices back stateside. The tone and flow of articles in the Gleaner was, of course, as Lou says, definitely a chapter out of Chile or a chapter out of the Angolan operation. Every indication of a massive CIA operation going to destabilize the government, to make the economy scream. Yeah. And in that case, I would say that probably someone got promoted for that one, probably several people.
Because Manley was run out of office.
Because it worked.
By a legitimate...
Yeah, without a scandal, without an assassination, without the things that have caused the CIA so much grief, Manley, a champion of social democracy, of giving the people a piece of the pie, was thrown out of office, and an arch-capitalist was put in office. And again, there was minimal adverse publicity. Lou Wolfe and the others were studying the situation and did publish about what was going on, but it was not published in the New York Times and the Washington Post, and the big television networks didn't do studies on it, primarily because even if the journalists of the big organs knew what was happening and might have wanted to, they really just, because of the secrecy, couldn't get the truth about what the United States was doing. One interesting thing was that the effectiveness of the liars in our government, you know, the duplicity. When we formed the CIA, we committed our leaders to having two policies, as Lou says, the rhetoric, the public statements, and the truth about what United States policy is. So an interesting measure of presidents is how effectively they lie. Interesting discussions that occur inside the CIA is about lying. Would you lie? You know, you're the DDO and you're going to testify to the Senate, and it's serious discussions. Are you going to lie? Because if you do, it's perjury, and there's a chance you could go to jail. And yet, you know, the organization expects you to lie. President Carter was one of the most effective liars I have ever watched on television and through the media. As a poker player, man, I would never go up against that man. He could look at that camera and say things that obviously he knew were completely and totally false. And I would study his expression, and I could detect nothing except occasionally a little wisp of a smile that wasn't consistent with what he was saying, like he thought it was funny. But one of his more classic
tick, actually.
Yeah, well, the smile that I was referring to wasn't that. It was just a kind of like he was repressing a grin, like he thought it was funny. How he rationalized these things, I don't know. But one of his most conspicuous lies was when he sat down with Manley just a few weeks before the elections in Washington and told him face to face that the CIA, don't have the CIA doing anything to destabilize you or your government. We have no such program going, when obviously he did. And he pulled it off to the point where even Manley was troubled. Very effective.
Because Manley said, listen, them say them not agree it. I know, I don't believe it. Them have them finger we see it. Manley, I'm on the defense student. Let me tell you this. Me no business a push party. If this in the 70s or in the 60s and the 80s and if a PMP do this money in them neither, you know. Can we talk about patriotism? When you have party can sell you like this and kill with people and kill all people and still a tell lie. Take with the land. Man, they take the land from the big boy them and give it and share it. And give it to the farmer them. Land lease. And him say it, him take care for the hillside. Yeah. And him put it there and where him do. And where him do, him not go around and cut you and like this and come to you, you know. Me shake man there. Yeah. Yeah. Back in the 70s. I'm going to salute him in the Lion State. Up arena, yes. In the 97. See? So man, when you have great people like this, I remember, you know, a statesman, you know, for the bird. You know, want to come and you do this. Whether you are Labour, PMP, number one, a patriotism we deal with. So if it was PMP do this, me know them neither. And that's the truth. But PMP will not do this. You have to find it a Labour. You don't do this. In a no election take over and fuck up. Because at the end of the day, the people, them, you have fuck up, you know. When Andrew only do right now, him come up with that thing where him have way and we have put out peer propaganda and bogus stats from PIOJ, bogus, say fuck. There is no way you come out a pandemic. Who control the pandemic? Not them. Not them in Jamaica when say, we fuck that. Listen to me. Who WHO condemn and control what one. Tell you what to do and tell every country right around the world. And when them say everything free now, they can't stop where this, I saw it go. Right? Country go just go across and them monitor, them sit down and monitor where are going in every country. And to turn around and talk to people them from us. We see big boys them and themselves and them none of them they get charged. See? Then and to try to spin this kind of our people them there, him call thing then in the heart of it. When they turn up, kill off a lot of our people them and to do it. And then say him manage it. Him them tell them figure, them just publish it. This is how them just run over your head. This is how them run over your head. Them have the respect for poor people. Them step on them man, they would never do that. Me don't see Mama P do it neither than Patterson. Them a come from the same kind of class. See when them say defenders of the poor that them mean. So Andrew Swing study them and swing pan that. Can't mean nothing about himself, you know. Self-centered and big boy, you know. So he matter about Tapanar, it's a tricky matric, you know. Jamaica, the better. You can have a place. Let me tell you this. You go check every hospital. My granny used to work at Chipman Hospital, you know, from the 60s. She birthday. We used to go up there, me collect her check. Me change it for her. Them place they clean. When you go in any hospital, it's clean. Every clinic. When you go in a clinic run better than the hospital them now. We have our dentists. If you go clean your teeth or patch your teeth like tired or something because so much sweet in there. Allow me to tell. We have that and them free. Nurse come out school, come get injection. That I want still. We have new product in there, you have to go to school. I have to do your training. That are going to still. You can't do that. The man use the backside levy and turn up the things. Meanwhile, they must set everything right there. I want to come and talk about the wickedness. This is bullshit. And oh, you have to compare against that and we live to it. Yeah, we're not germs. You can't come tell me nothing. No, no, remember when phone more talk, remember we live through the thing, you know. For me, I want to talk so to you know. Eh? You understand? You can't compare now to them time in the 70s. When you get bus fare for 2 fucking cents, when you have a paper 50, you know what money you have when you have paper 50 cents? Eh? Fuck up in Tono. You can't do that. And they are testing your food at school. Eh, allow me to tell, you don't get khaki, you bulga, you get all kind of fucking shit. Eh? Crash program, they will clean the bus, they run pan timing, we never have so much crash. The bus they might have moved slower, can make the country look bigger when you have a country. Because the bus they might especially, but I even the one them, we see around a country. Yeah? Even them, they run pan timing. No joke, no two way about it. Yeah? No two way about it. See? So not like you come tell me something that we are telling you. We teach the people them think I will live through it. It's a piece of shit. Get up and want to trick the people them. It cannot work. You understand? It can't work. Yeah, blessed. Blessed. Give me the on the live, you know. I see them put up something say I'm playing the clash in out in a sentence. You want to hear anything about it? You tell me, man. I'm going to put up something and tell me, well, I'm going to put up something. Yeah, talk. Yeah. Yeah. Them kill it? Yes. Police just kill him. Which part of them kill him? So police, when they does kill a Madute over the settlement, a bus cabin, somebody call on and they just go kill him. Let me hear the live one I tell Panny, you know. Can we get this live? Yes. See if we can get a picture now and do something now, get something with me now, please, and talk smart to it right now. Come on live here. Yeah, man, cool. Yes. Come here, say, you know, him they drop out a tree and lick him head, and him can hear him head gone, you know. And him dead, and some people, some neighbor were arguing with him, called police, them just kill him, look quiet. Just kill him, I was going to listen. Just kill him. So when I hear some pull knife and them do this and that kind of thing, you just go and somebody can you just take life like this no and doing this. This is fucked up. Yeah, and speaking of that, I'm not show them thing I know, but speaking of that, let me tell the inspector, the guy with the gun, I show now, yesterday named Vivian Yong. Vivian Yong. And the manager for that area in a calendar, they name Francia. For a year, name like Francine, you know, name Francie and Francis. Yeah, Francie and Clark, sorry. Something that's coming from me thing. I just show now. A little thing here for him. Can I tell you some show it last night and tell you some more the rundown for him, you know? And I'm show the guy. Police coming out and cuff. Okay, somebody just write to me too. Hey, Mike, I remember to me, my thing coming like the White House, me get things same time, you know. Them the around put me, you know, around there, you know. So me I give them live thing, all right. So let me see what I'm there. Let me show you a little thing the way me attack. I'm pulling up to this. Can I go back to Monday right now? Because this have to stop. We don't want to hear nothing from big dirty thinking, mama them and thing. Anybody, if it was even PMP do this and invite CI, me know you know them. Me can't inner people because you have to be patriotic first. You're born in a place, you know, so you can't sink that place. You understand what I say? But you burn the bridge like that, you can't come around with me and then trick me. And then I come with propaganda again and I tell lie. On top of this. You know, around put people life if you fuck off. See? Some simple things you make it turn hard and I trick the people and buy a vote. We are come from slave descendants. The boy no come buy my vote. Fuck off again and this the people them. Yeah. Yeah. You see me I say? Yeah, Toronto champion. It gone no, but I eat them I use back. I eat them I use back. I went around put them. Let me show you something now. Let me pick up this. Let me pick up this right now. All right. So this, let me show you a part of this. See ya? Look here. Look on this. Him a push you to the attack. Look here.
Transport authority can draw the gun. So we need to share that video, your brother. If you share it to everybody, going on, just share up that video, share it to your mother, your sister, your brother, your uncle. Share the video. Can then transport you going to.
So you catch him here. Look at now. Because I want the people in car. The man I say I will have panic for. The man says stop touching. The man take them car. If you are dramatic by that season, can't take it away. Look at transport authority, you know, look at now. He's not supposed to have no gun. Can't transport authority. Look at him at the cutting gun, look at. So the one that was drawing gun, let me stop that. The one with drawing gun, him name Vivian. Vivian, what him name? Let me look at him name. Let me look at your name. Because I tell you, so I want you everything about you, you know. And he's a piece of shit. Okay. So I make the people them see where I go on with you. All right. So him name Vivian Yong. Out of control. All right. All right. So here this. So I'm say on this. So I'm hold on there. I'm read that phone. Hold on there. So him name Vivian Yong. Let me say on this first. Let me say on this. Cause when me not kill me not them straight from out there, you know. Straight from out there. Now when you draw a gun for a man like that, right? Remember, you know, transport authority. Yes, all right. Let me get some picture here. All right, good. All right, let me just get them picture. Boy, I get everything one time and about him and about that one there and about that one at the same time with them just kill. So all right. All right, this can get a face picture. I have to get it. All right. Okay. All right. See the guy with them just kill. I get the face picture yet. See me? They say them just come and come kill him. Yes, you see it. Them just come take it. See that? Them just call him and them just come kill him and step out. When I say this, just now. Just now, never call and the police them just go and kill him. So we are hear the report now, him draw a knife or him draw a machete. I want to see them with no gun, right? Him sick, you know. This is a basketball just now. And them kill him. So we are going to live thing right now, same way, right? So them just kill him, play it back. See me? Just go over me and kill him. See that? You see it? Just do same one. Gone. You just call sick name and you just go and go kill him. This is how them are kill people them now. Not at all no come out of these things. Them just and it good now and the Andrew one is just tell a lie. Me not see the rich boy go prison. None of them will have the coke. None of Andrew friend them. Nobody in them circle them now go prison, you know. Yeah. No, them stop work too. Because you can just kill a man and he just move from the crime scene, just shoot him, put him in the back of a vehicle and carry him and them pronounce him. That's it. 3 chapter closed under Jamaica law. No, under Andrew Onis. You can kill now. A man kill if I'm a police alone to kill you. And that's it. People them a Jamaica ram though. Me say them a ram. Them are go on until 100 fold start to run across the whole land. Because yeah, them are reach breaking point going if them not stop this, you know. Me I remember before my word passed away, heaven and earth shall, and it not going away. Their favor. So remember, we not gonna push people to a breaking point. These are just natural people instinct. Uno I go push them to a breaking point. I wanna go see it end up like 80, you know, and worse. Everybody have a home to go to. Everybody have a home and everybody have family. We never stop on a fuckery here. Alright, stop it. Uno push people to the breaking point. Enough people have resources. Stop it. Because uno not wise, you know. Uno does see and things say it's alright. Government can't listen. Stop on a fuckery. Stop do this. These are genocide. And when you have genocide, no care where you have people make up their mind and push back very hard. You know, stop it. Stop it for Christ's sake. Alright. Remember, me give them the warning, right? Yes. Because them not have no sense. Them are not critical thinkers, you know. Who have allowed this to continue same way? And you think say people, remember everybody have good and bad in them, you know. Enough thing there Jamaica, you know. You have people that start push back. Stop it. It and you, remember 20,000 and not even 20,000. 20,000 you have 2.8 million people. Plus everybody have a home for go. We not destroy the place. What happened to you now? If people start push back, there is no way we're not going to win. We don't want that because we don't want to see the government overrun. But what we are going to say? Stop it. Stop with the idiot thing. You have some people with some great mind come together and think and get mad. And when them get mad, when I see what happens, stop it. Everybody have good and bad in them. Stop the shit. You can't make a handful, just continue pick. After a time, the people will not go on. Stop the foolishness here. Alright. Them are evilness, you know. This are evilness. You can't camp on anybody and them get a gunshot now and you hear them draw a knife and machete. And that's it. Eh? Them now have the privilege of taking. Remember, that's why. Remember, in a certain situation, you can't draw your weapon. But them now have the privilege and the owners. You just come and take your life. No talking. If you get too much talking, your life gone. Yeah? Your life gone. Let me go back to the guy now. Transport Authority. And them have to investigate this because I have people on the ground who follow you know. That's a murder too, yeah? So I listen to the report and then I want to deal. Because I listen, remember, when you just take him out, you notice me I show you the video so when I take him out. We have enough people and eyewitness man who know him and everything, man, same time. So we are going to deal with that case there. But I'm going to run down for him. So I wait for basketball police who come with them fuckery. Because we have this street, yeah? All right. Me I listen out for now. All right. Me I listen out for now. We need a piece of shit. Let me go to the one now. So him name the one with the gun. Him name Vivian Yong. When you try your gun and point for people, that's illegal firearm. That's attempt murder, attempt murder to you. If you get charged and if you get kicked out, and tell me what now. The manager for the place him name Francian. Anybody here name Francian in name. Francian Clark. He might the same one where, yeah, the ear and the arm it under no control. Get out of control. Right? And I'm going to tell you nothing happened down there that the manager. And nothing be done. Nothing have been done. To that same manager, Francian Clark. Yeah? Him same one that pay for take out money for go do about him. Remember him, me do something about him driveway when use. I be handle him doing, you know. Can't try make enough thing him doing a be bandu the thing fancy and them do, you know, for man, you know. Him know that already, you know. And them know me to do something for them already, but yeah, but if I expose him already, him is a piece of shit. Fancy and Clark. Him should have get fired long time and get charged. So him have them rogue one, you know, a pull gun pump. Can you imagine? You have your car drive and transport come. And remember them not have gun, you know. Them not have no gun for work, you know. Regulator to them. So him have him one private gun now and put that right away. Him to get charged for illegal possession of firearm and attempt murder. Yeah. See? And at that thing though. You see me I say? So him not deal with corruption. I'm very corrupted. That are the one who run them Fancy and Clark. Yeah, now have no discipline, no accountability. You understand? Him a run that down there so. Yes. And you see the one the supervisor now, I think the lady will go out with him now. She not say nothing. Because one of them lady that the supervisor will go out with him now. You understand? Fancy and Clark. I can show you so your interest are just to make money. You want me to show you? You think me not have nothing about you? You can. Fancy and Clark, look how me mash up your head now. Look here. Are you this? Fancy and Clark? You act as a manager. Oh, backside. Fancy and Clark. You remember enough thing you go on with down there and hustler make enough money. A long time then before is a piece of shit, you know. Remember me do the case for you. You know, I'm going to dedicate a thing for you again. Because you know better than snake and belly dancer, you know. When they down there rich and enrich themselves, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I recommend the police to deal with it, man. See? So, yeah, man. Remember, so enough money you make out of the thing, you know. Enough bandoli you go away. Remember me the boss already, you know. And having a run a bandong, you know. Oh, your garage. You repair it already? Eh? I pay a bandoli Fancy and Clark when we done that. Make a bag of money. See? And the guy named Vivian Yong now. Him forget charge. He's a piece of shit. You put transport authority in disrepute. You're a piece of you're garbage, man. You're germs, man. That's attempted murder. Yeah? You put your gun, that's illegal possession of firearm. Brother, even when you have a firearm and your life they're not threat. Kind of danger of the so you take a man thing and have draw a gun like your police and I tell man I say shoot me then. Man I catch him car with him say shoot me. He must come near the car. Who give you those powers? Him can have him car and then you touch up the man. Like you touch up some tomato. Yeah, your friend them. Man no want in him car if you give him a ticket or give him something. We no go now in the man car as long in a man car seat. What kind of thing this? Eh? Reverse and do what you want. Can't believe Jamaica gone, man. Yes, so you nasty Vivian. Yes? You have to get charged, Vivian Young. You have to get, remember, you know, I dig up some fight with you right now, you know. I dig up some, as me speak right now, I dig up some fight with you right now. I'm soon going to fling them out. But they go pay a fight with you right now. Yeah, because under the first things, you know, it's a piece of shit. We get to understand you're a big load of shit. Yes. So when I ramp with you, none at all. I'll pay a fight right up with you. You have to get charged. That's attempted murder and illegal possession of firearm. Eh? You go put people with them car and put the transport authority in disrepute. You're too hard, man, and thinking of yourself. Tap into your man. Yeah, you understand? And the one Fancy and now, Fancy and Clark, that the criminal manager. A fella have to step in, a fella have to go step in now. That are the criminal manager. When I said nothing else, But that, hey, I dig up something with you. I better them fling you out from now, you know. Because I turn transport authority upside down the one I want to go around. And I us kind of fuck up with fuck around people. And I do some things out of the way and I break laws. It have to stop. You understand? Fancy and can't forget fire because down there so nothing no down there, no hey. No manager no down there, you know. A criminal them have done that, you know. Criminals! Fancy and Clark and another manager. He's a hustler. He's a piece of shit. Yes. You understand? Hey, but put out something with him already. A big, hey, never put out back something with him. We'll give you just a couple more hours for them fling you out. Because we know them not charge you worries, you know. You're not supposed to step on the road again. You feel lose the job and go to prison, go sit down. Kid will have two down there, you know. A little company, you know. Yes. You will go down there to man. Attempted murder that year. And then on the police. What does kill the youth of Anson mine? Remember? Yeah? Oh, so see there? Them come to kill one in occupying. Police come without handcuff. Be careful. Be careful when you call the police. Them coming to kill. Them stop driving handcuff now. So when you call the police, see them that does come in to me, you know. You have correspondent everywhere, you know. Keep that. This is yesterday Rocky Point. Them now come in with no handcuff again. Then when they call them just come kill and move. We have different duty. And me tell them to move the one Richard Stewart. Because one year fall, for the people are jokers still, you know. Yeah, man, if you draw some suit from the guy, Richard Stewart. Him did not the death squad. Me have people waiting at the death squad talk to me, you know, police. Him get the order. Yes. See, take out 4 first and the same gun take out 1 Yeah, him did there. I go ask him, Richard Stewart. Yes. And him now them put in a crime for control crime. They know most of people are dead like him love the killy business, you know. Him is a piece of shit. Yeah? Richard Stewart. No good for the JCF. When you look 3 of them, 3 senior man, they will kill over 64 in Jamaica, you know. No other force in the world. You can't have police trying to combine kill over 64 Jamaicans, something wrong. You can't get that in a US. We have over 300 million people, we have 2.7. Yeah? You can't get that in Canada. Nowhere else, because you kill one, them are investigated thoroughly. Them, you know, just stay have to kill and then you come back and go tomorrow and then the next. When you look for, like one of them just in a for them time, them just go on and just kill. And that's how it work. You understand? So this bad. This more than bad. So them have to go draw them up, you know. Let me hear this. Yeah, let me hear something fast, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna put on this. Before I play this, I'm gonna put on this. I'm gonna follow. So I'm gonna follow up you, Vivian. And you Francia. You hear him name Francian. Anybody here, any man here name Francian, you know, say them are trouble, you know. You can work AKA Francine Clark. Yes, she's a piece of shit. Francian, yes, like you have something under the hand, you know. This I like that's a Jillian, him name Francian. So you just call him Francine. Francine Clark. You're a piece of shit. Yes. You have to move, you know. Come here and come show them the whole thing for you in a later. I have to show them the thing for you again. Down there, so when we get to understand, yeah, from in a transport authority right now, down there now run good none at all. I be an armed out. Because him a hustler, you know. Him no different from state dancer and belly dancer when down there, you know. Yes. The one that where did have someone where sell the bus. What them call it franchise. Where sell the bus, carry one of them rich off of that, you know. So you pay 85,000, but them sell it for 600,000. Them. Willard. We never can well, snake dancer, belly dancer. Yes. Willard, that piece of shit. Yeah, and him just up there just sit down and feel nice though, that piece of shit. That torment the people them don't transport authority, that piece of shit. I'm gonna blame one of them retired senior police with the on board say, him a tell me not go say no. I don't talk to that man. Saying, and oh him have grave. Him have him grave site up in the yard. I pay the clean him up there dancing a snake and belly dancing, you know. Impy squimpy. Saying, all them do is bleed the system. Pay them people there. Jamaica not running. Agentai put him there. Agentai super rich too, you know. The man them in here make a bag of money and big pay scandal. Me go back on my thing when I go back on here. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this here, so. Play this.
The Prime Minister of Jamaica and a man who was born while Queen Victoria was still on the throne of England are my guests this evening for some insights into the interdependence of the world we live in. Merely among Americans. So in these programs, we've cast an ear toward men and women of other nations who have something to say about the new ball game, the real World Series in which the human race will win or lose together. Tonight, two views from abroad. This is Michael Manley, the Prime Minister of Jamaica. He leads a small island republic in the Caribbean. For 300 years, Jamaica was a colony of England and only gained its independence 13 years ago. Michael Manley's father was a leader in the independence movement and a former prime minister himself. While Jamaica is small and dependent on tourism and bauxite for the health of its economy, under Manley, the country has begun to assume a role of leadership in what is called the Third World, those largely non-white...
Yeah, that leadership, not the leader though, leadership, real leader, Third World. Stand up for Africa, stand up for the whole of them things, and stand up for poor people, right? Me tell you, say, if, I mean, I'm telling you straight, you have to be patriotic to where you're born, right? If PMP did two where see how them do, me know not PMP neither, them burn them out. And that does mean, and not two ways about it. If PMP did use CIA to mash up Jamaica, we couldn't in a PMP. We'd never. You understand? Yes. So no party not supposed to come and sell you out. You understand? And do this. And this is not joke, nothing. No guy not trick me, no party, nothing. You're Jamaican first. When a man take up and you see the big boys, them the clique, and then change up that, and when you look him come in with old interests, come in with bastard and servant act. Remember me never born as a bastard, you know. Born come see my mother and father married. But you have some people born out of wedlock. After Andrew born as a bastard, you know, because Michael just come in. But him change that and move the bastardship from Andrew. Man, they come in 72. Andrew born February and Andrew born around the July. That's how him say. You see him jump up in a good people month. Enough. Yeah? Yes. See? But man, they come in the bastard and servant, I can change that. You understand? Yes. Change up a lot of things. And give the woman them or the man them are going like them no want to do nothing, give them family code too. Say no, you can't work like that. You have to look for your family, brother. You can't leave this like this. It stand up. And when them come with the bun down and shoot him and give them gun coat, him say put them under manners. Him give them gun coat, you know. Yeah, man. You tell us, a leader of the third world, man. Can you imagine, man? The third world vast, you know. The man a statesman. See, and him, Andrew that try to push. That's why Andrew me and you will like, listen, man, forever, man. I want thing, and then him come back in up and them thing like him try reverse, but you know, I respect and you know, Michael Andrew will this respect Michael Manley and is my godfather. And the backlash. So come on, you can't trick nobody, you know. You understand? You don't do that. See? Me I pray in the chat and give man the flowers the other day, you know. Because him want people to say good about him, him going with 2,000 acre land. We not say good boy you're in charge. You was part of the trouble of the CIA. You have to get locked up. For that election, the 76 election run smooth. Bob's have to get, Cougar have to get locked up too. See? Yes. You have to move some of them there. So when you hear them come up, the one dead man run up and down, all him on turn a minister. Oh, these people charged for treason. Treason! Continue.
Countries in the southern half of the globe that were once colonies and are now seeking their own path to national pride and economic growth.
So the man said early, I'm not going to play about this because you're under slavery. And man, they get up and that's why them see him as a trouble, you know. One day come in a little Jamaica famous Jamaica, but hey, the greatness that you know, Jamaica get up and rise now for the hey. It's over and leader, you know. Rise. Out there and I show African and show some other people. I say, no, make we change this. I am this. Hear this.
It's a small island republic in the Caribbean. For 300 years, Jamaica was a colony of England and only gained its independence 13 years ago.
Hear this.
Michael Manley's father was a leader in the independence movement and a former prime minister himself. While Jamaica is small and dependent on tourism and bauxite for the health of its economy, under Manley, the country has begun to assume a role of leadership in what is called the Third World, those largely non-white countries in the southern half of the globe that were once colonies and are now seeking their own path to national pride and economic growth. I talked with the Prime Minister on the terrace of his home in Jamaica.
Why do you consider Jamaica part of the Third World?
Well, I think that the Third World is made up of countries that have shared a certain common historical experience, firstly, and secondly, who are aware of that fact.
What is that experience?
And that experience, of course, is well documented and talked about, and that is the problem of being part of that formerly colonial empire, which may have been British, may have been French, other parts of Europe, but where the whole of the development of the particular country was stamped by the fact of colonialism, with all that that implied in terms of economic development, becoming the great sort of producers of raw materials for the world, and suffering all the economic disadvantages of imbalanced economic development and political dependency. So I think if you have shared that experience and then have developed the capacity to see that for yourself, and to see that it makes you a part of a historical problem, then you are, in fact, a member of the Third World. Jamaica has shared that experience, and I hope we are now aware of the fact.
You once wrote that all the newly independent territories have found themselves trapped in an economic dilemma. What kind of dilemma?
It is the dilemma that flows from being dependent on the production of certain kinds of basic materials, raw materials, particularly like we, for instance, are sugar. There are countries that are dependent on, say, producing cotton. There are all sorts of examples of it. And where, first of all, the prices that one commands historically for the export of those things do not move nearly as rapidly as the prices of all the manufactured goods that we, of course, have to import from the great centers like America, Britain, Europe, and the rest of it. And where, as a result, you're constantly transferring wealth from poorer countries to richer countries because you...
That's I want now. Because what them do right now, yeah, whenever them money, all them attack I want to compare, you know. Man, they make 200 million of a bauxite, or we used to make 25 million and use it back. Build road, build school, hospital, everything. You can't put a money and tag him against 1 cent. 1973, him come with the Integrity Act, you know. Yes, them straightened that in 2014. Mark holding them, 1973. Him come with that, you know, Integrity Act. Man, they come with it. Yes. All right, continue.
You're paying is really taking more and more sugar to buy a tractor or an auto.
Yeah, it take more and more sugar to buy a tractor. Can I show you the raw material and the finished goods? What we not do? So it take more raw material, yeah, so if you go buy a tractor, if you go put one, you see them and they understand the economy. Me like be with people like this, we can explain to you and you understand in a black and white. And that me do it for my channel, you know. Me break down things. Man, they say first in study. That we do too. You understand? Me break down things right now, so we don't do tabloid. So I must show you how the big country them will and keep them power them. Buy your things with nothing at all. And then when they must sell you back the finished product, it'll block you. You can't move. Right now, Jamaica import bill at 7.8 billion people. And our export bill at like 1.6 billion. US, you know. There is no way Jamaica go nowhere like this. Impossible. If you ever find, remember what money at 160 to 1 or 160, but you ever find the Jamaican for buy the US to import all these things every year. When a country good, it can't good. Your import bill run away like 5.8 billion deficit. That alone tell us that the country not going well. We not produce nothing. But the matter is bullshit. One time the other day, and Andrew Wallace was 5.8. It is all lower than that. Like 4.8, then 5, then 6, and 7. This alone tell you the danger of the country. We'll go back here. If you can do maths, the committee that knows say, well, if you have 100,000, let me break down something for you. Let me play man. If you have 100,000 in your account, well, when it's your year, and you spend 20,000 a month, but you don't go dry in 2,000. You know, I book over time, man. Eh? You have 100,000, you know. 20,000. 80,000 left that month, yeah. And then when you do some boom, and you drive back 2,000, you're going to have 82,000. Net last, that's like 18,000. Next month, the same thing. 20,000, yeah. 2,000, you're drawing back, you're going to have 64,000. But in a space of time, you run bankrupt, you go to the IMF, can go borrow money, you do all kind of little things. Yeah? And you run out of this, and then you bought your money at the value. In a what terms? You can your house in a block, you know. In a 100 term, in a government term now. If you now make the money, they can remember you're drawing back US foreign currency, but you're not drawing back nothing. You put out too much of this. That'll make your dollar now lose value, everything going up on the poor people, them it a mash up country more and more. We not produce nothing. But if we are produce and stabilize the dollar properly, we are produce now and we are make money, real money now and we're good. Everything what them tell me is bullshit. Them can't tell me that because me know maths, me crunch numbers. So them can't tell me this. When me that alone, when me just say, it will just show us the country go back here. You understand? And what them talk, me can see country go back here, then me laugh with them and run out and say boom bam bam. If you have a bank account, you done by 5 months you broke. You go borrow. And like me I tell, and the same thing with the US if you run out of that now and then continue. I go think we in the diaspora send money, you know. Because the in a reserve, if you use 7.8 billion and you have 6 in a reserve, 6, you use up, you deplete up that in a 1 year. And you get back 1.8, so you not have nothing in it. But the dollar run gone over 200, everything gone overboard, man. Eh? Yeah, man. Classic bowler. Not true. So I don't listen to what them I say. I when them come with analysts, I just be a propaganda and lies and be a garbage. Country go back here. Let me continue, yeah, man. See? Continue. I hear Manley explain to you, Sir Manley. Hear this.
Or more and more bales of cotton.
How do you break out of that dilemma?
Yeah.
Well, I don't see any way out of it short of the development of strategies within what we call the framework of a new world economic order.
New world economic order, hey, Manley, they don't must state you. Because that's how we think, you know. You have a small country that tells you the only way you can break out of this is a new world economic order. We have the raw material. And within ourselves, we can develop some things and grow like them now. Them have a chat to be better. And that thing that do, you know. Them have to stop him by any car. So it's like a threat to the world, you know, where seats if the world where you know like we are slaves, same way enslaved. Yeah. And we are work same way, them just move this and give a little and nothing. Them you remember whenever you used to get nothing for no sugar and nothing, you know. Now with the power own, them barely give you a look at 2 pence. Man, they say this have to change. Can't hold up the country, we have to change it. See? Continue.
What one really means by that is I think two things. I think one implies something very important in the decision-making process. One is implying that historically, the great seats of economic power in the so-called metropolitan nations, by the sheer power of their economic influence, have dominated economic decision-making in the world and have, as a consequence, been the beneficiaries of the decisions that are made to the detriment and harm of the so-called third world. But more specifically, I think what one really means to get to the practical implications of it is this. As long as a concept of free market forces determines the price element in world trade, you are going to get the problem of a tendency to buoyant manufactured goods prices as against stagnant staple prices. Good. And therefore, you'll be trapped in the dilemma. So that until you can devise international institutions which can begin to negotiate the terms on which goods move from one country to another, you will forever be trapped in the dilemma.
Are the third world countries beginning to negotiate those?
Yeah, I'm doing them reason, you know. Can have them and have one list and then repeat something as a repeater. But him not have this. This is an idea, you know, where that's why you see him set up where he set up, you know. Make we better, but make other country better, and then you have more saying we will get enslaved for a long time, we enslaved from long time our people them with them use and give a whip. Yeah? Continue.
Institutions? Oh, clearly. You see, I think that the recent agreement between the African, Caribbean, and Pacific countries, that's the 46 nations that have just made this very important new agreement with the European Economic Community. I think
man, the animal leader, you know, 46 of them nations to make new agreement. You have the boy them bets. You hear this? This is called real leader. Yes, statement.
I think that agreement is historic. What is its significance? Well, it does a number of things. It, for example, takes quite an important range of products that are vital to these 46 third world countries and guarantees certain kinds of price formulae for their goods, which begin to guarantee adequate returns.
Jamaica has always relied on foreign goods, foreign markets, foreign ideas, and foreign outlets for labor. Is that changing?
Obviously, one can't ever break out of any fundamental alignment of arrangements quickly. But what we are doing is, as rapidly as our human and financial resources permit, trying to produce for ourselves the things that we can, so as to cut down that degree of foreign dependence. We are.
You know that, you know. I forget to read him. Where you use the JLP do this. We have built up a country. I want to know. I use party make them. Andrew, stop indoctrinating the people them with fuckery, yeah? We not talk to you nice, man. When you have a leader like this, you know, come and talk about you have a dark day. You notice when though? I make we survive now. The found way I cut the ribbon now and I play the PR. I'm at the legacy my live after. They see me housing trust. With the pan auto. Benefit towards so much people. Yes. I'm at I tap up in budget over 100 billion and take out of it. Tap up the budget. Tap money, you know. See? We have great mind and put things down. Remember, I did it 50 years and still going. Yeah? Enough money institution where you see him left there. It Andrew move up. I'm matter of fact, when the PMP them left him and move off. Yes. I want to say, boss, more boss. Our parties to come with. Cause see, I'm going to get rid of JOS. Wrap it up from 1983. In this try to play, him got at the place. Hey, Michael. See, I go, Mikey. See, I go, take Jamaica, ox it like coconut, you know. Ox it, go, hey, share it down in a better. Him go tie it down, man. You see, Michael, and never put it back. And tell me, Let me tell you when you want to know a man great, a prime minister great, a prime minister like Patterson. Remember, you know, over 200% to GDP, see, I got the thing I run, you know. over 250. And when Michael come in by 89, by 92, remember he did get sick. And and him set the groundwork again. Right? And then put in some things there. 1919 rather. And Michael man put it in, you know. The same rather with the farmer. Them. Remember, you might have think about them. I come with the rather. 1990. Yes, a Monday. See? Yes, a Monday come with rather, man. See? All right. So you see him come with rather and them thing there and put in back some things the farmer. Can they cut the farm with them too, you know, and give them land too, you know. Yeah, him like do these things, you know, you have to run up and down. See him think about the small man there. And him say him alter the balance between the black and the poor in favor of the black and the poor. They walk with a pride and nothing can change in our history. Because we have something. Remember enough of our people, them they don't, you know. When them come in, most of them, like 45% of them, 50% of them can't read and write. The older one them don't. Yes, like Pumvals and yes, don't like Pumvals them. And Woodvals, yes. And don't say yes. And them don't like, well, they don't say sit more never say under them rule now. And the one where we can't spell cat. When they up in a Moran Bay, them have a me up they can't spell cat. If you tell them, I'm war with you, you know. If you tell them spell cat. Them supposed to train him now. Them have to train him for spell cat. You're not teaching. You can't teach him, Mikey. You have to train him like how you train police for spell cat. Show him the C and tell him just repeat when you say cat, you say C. And then you train him say this is a A. And you train him say this is a T. Cat. And yes. Can't spell cat. And the other one can't check, the one over Portland. Yeah. Yes, you have to train him for spell cat. You can't teach him, he's not going to learn. And that's what them near. Yeah. Yeah. Tell him anything else, he may go deal with it if I bandole, but he can't spell cat. You see? Yes. The way him does. So America come and change that. Revolutionize education. And give a free health and free education straight. Free, go straight up to university. They never even know that. The man revolutionized the place. So when you have a prime minister like this, really free education, imagine you can go to university, go turn doctor, you have enough doctors, lawyers, and everything there. You know? Come out, man, them know. And you call it dark there. When you in a party turn on against the people, them and walk and use people. Especially if I'm down at Timberlane and them place and walk and shoot people, brother. You brainwash the people, them at Jamaica and them stoop to this. And I talk about party, we talk about patriotism. We know no foolishness, it's wrong. You understand? No the roots and no one come from here. Yes. So that's why I'm not take chat from them, you know. I don't like foolishness, you know. If PNP did do this, me condemn PNP same way. Of course, any party do this at the same fire, can't different. You understand? Continue, please.
Also actively seeking opportunities to trade within the third world group. Wherever
yeah, when they do, Michael, so when the third world party a country, and it was setting price, and then it was trade within the third world group, because remember you have the raw material and things. The big boy, them not going to get rid of you, man. And you in a little country like that to the country, and you will lead this 40th nation. And push it in them head. What you think about Mikey? Eh? Here comes the party, them have ever show him. Eh? And then here come reggae music now and Bob Marley and so that them did trouble with reggae music too, you know. Because it teach people, you know, in a real way, I say open your eyes because don't make them trick you, don't make them fool you, you know. Yeah, and don't make them trick you and try to rearrange you and all kind of things. And CIA start worried too about them too, about our music. About Michael Mann, they said, no, sir, we have to move him. We have to move him. We have a look one here. We have a look at spy when them say I go by and bastard down there. So we can make him capture the thing and then we just move him. We have to get him out though because if him go through like this, enough more country can feel it. We have to get them that try to assassinate him, you know, and them fail, you know. Come on, them that try that too, man. So them use propaganda. And I play Tiago using propaganda to tell foolishness. Continue.
All of which begins to do what we think is critical, which is to break the pattern of total dependence on the metropolitan nexus. You know,
yeah, man, break it. No, when them do all of it, that's why the one of them come interview me now. He want to break the total dependence on metropolitan nexus. When them hear the idea with him have, you have to move him. And then you use the one Jamaican to spread that propaganda and green eye night too, you know. When you see great people, man, you work with great people. Because great people come in at every century, you know. Every century. For centuries, great people, you always make out some great people, whether in a Jamaica or where. Yeah? You want to break that. Can't see if you break that now, we get where people them good. And this them fight, you know, from Jamaica, this them fight. This the JLP them throw under the bus. This them one of them ideas, yeah. Yeah?
Problem about that if Washington sneezes, and I mean no disrespect to one of the world's great capitals. If Washington sneezes, everybody else catches a cold. Seems like a joke to an American, but it's a very serious problem of health to everybody else.
You hear what I'm saying? That thing want to break, when you sneeze, everybody catch a cold. We don't want that. But I have to break this. Yeah. To turn our country in a community. So that was a lie. Me play Siago himself I say it. So them can't say them not say it, you know. Because them and them everything like this, because every interview, when they say them release a lot of things when them look for, you know. And yes, still, Andrew a big dirty thinking, mama them was for treason. Still down there spread propaganda. Him himself, I try to trick people more and more, like everybody does. Him grave, my man. Him grave, my bad. Play.
Is that what's meant, you think, by the term interdependence?
Well, that is one possible and unfavorable interpretation of the meaning of interdependence. But what we really are, we know perfectly well that nations can never be isolated. We understand this. But what we feel is that to be overly dependent on certain kinds of relationships is unhealthy. And really what we are trying to do is to build up the strongest possible internal base to our economy. Which is one kind of freedom of economic action. And then to spread as widely as possible the sort of net of external relationships. And that is why, for example, we are now working out an aluminum complex with Mexico. We think it is very important that we should develop a whole new exploitation of bauxite mining and aluminum processing with Mexico as an alternative avenue and outlet for the resource from the traditional North American sources.
So much of Jamaica's economy is affected by decisions taken by multinational companies whose headquarters are in capitals a long way from here. How does the government of a small country protect its national interest against decisions made in distant capitals?
It is extremely difficult, and actually, I think more than anything else, this explains a phenomenon in the world today that is causing both misunderstanding and concern, particularly to metropolitan countries. I refer, for example, to what we have actively helped to engineer in the world, which is known as the International Bauxite Association.
Yeah, him engineered that in the world. International, one man. You can't talk about Andrew. You don't compare this man. He's a visionary. This man, him took up Jamaica and open our eyes to first in study. When you have a prime minister, I can come tell you, I'm going to play him say you have a first in study. Knowledge of power, I'm tell you that. And knowledge of power for you. So it make you want to seek knowledge, you know. Yes. You have a first in study. Yes. See? Again, knowledge, you share that too. See? Them when I tell you that, them why you get piece of Kentucky chicken and well up on a bus. You think me not gonna rally and no guy can put me on a bus and pay me for go on a bus and go rally? You take me your car and put me and come wait me out of my bed and chat boy. You know, you figure on a bus before you get a 5 grand or a 2 grand. You put this kind of selling thing, you can't mobilize code by your own unless you spend this bag of money. That's the way the JLP them do. That will stop. Buying vote can cool. But we are come from a slavery. Hey, it cannot cool. You hear this? A visionary man. Let me play back a little part. Whoa.
A long way from here. How does the government of a small country protect its national interest against decisions made in distant capitals?
It is extremely difficult, and actually, I think more than anything else, this explains a phenomenon in the world today that is causing both misunderstanding and concern, particularly to metropolitan countries. I refer, for example, to what we have actively helped to engineer in the world, which is known as the International Bauxite Association, which is a body that seeks to bring into alliance for the development of coherent policies all the major bauxite-producing countries of the world. Now, we do this because, faced with the problem of the multinational corporation, we find that each small individual country experiences the preemption of a lot of the decision-making process. Very often, Pittsburgh may have a boardroom that is deciding the fate of thousands of Jamaicans, how a critical Jamaican resource should be deployed in the next 10, 15, or 20 years. That is obviously inconsistent with any concept of economic sovereignty.
Thank you.
And we find that to try to deal with a group of multinational corporations alone is a serious problem. It's very difficult for us. So that we see, therefore, the development of a thing like the International Bauxite Association as partly a necessary element in the attempt to get fair returns for a natural resource like bauxite, to make that an input into the development of a new economic order. We also find it very important as the part of a process by which we begin to retain within Jamaica the decision-making process over our own resources, because then you can lock together a number of small countries who have no hostile intentions against anybody. We are not trying to hold anybody to ransom over raw materials. We're not trying to starve out any country by the use of the raw materials as a weapon. We are trying to see that the exploitation of that raw material is carried out in a manner that brings the greatest possible benefit to our people and reflects our own sense of our own national priorities. We recently imposed a levy on our bauxite production in Jamaica. It had the effect of multiplying by 8 Jamaica's revenue from the exploitation of, I think, 15 million tons of bauxite a year. We're one of the biggest producers in the world. So where we were getting $25 million a year revenue for all of this bauxite, we're now getting $200 million a year. So this caused a great stir.
It caused a great stir. So instead of go borrow 100 million on this, him use the bauxite levy, impose it. Yeah, I'm telling you, 25 million, him start get 200 million 8 times. You from him out there. You know, the one that's a 40 million, no, 25. It's all lower than that. Him start get 200 million. It start a great story because remember Jews make rocket ship, plane and all kind of things. So them say, yo, this man we have to move him, you know. Eh? A man like this will stand up for third world and stand up for your country, and yes, still Andrew only the other day. Andrew, me and you always have an attitude to out of brother. And then him come about high respect, man. Respect what? And have your minion them run up and down and spread lies and propaganda. You know that? This thing documented. You think anybody will listen to you while in your pocket? Manly. You know, man the same though. Him wear simple clothes and drive simple car, never look nothing. Him tell me say, yo, education I it, you know. Yeah, remember knowledge of power. He want you. Can you imagine a leader tell you, say, hey, me have to play that. Me don't play this and play that. That's why I mean, hey, when you go in a man, they are trick with people, man. And somebody can read that I'm gonna put up one bag of foolishness. They know the fuck them I put up. Eh? They could read that. When you be patriotic, get real. Play this.
The effect of that bauxite levy was an increase of less than 2 cents per pound on the aluminum in the American market. Now that caused a fantastic furor that we were holding America up to ransom.
You hear this? It's less than 2%, less than 2 cents, you know. But it makes so much money. And you say them are hold America at ransom, but yes, still America raise everything and you can't say nothing. You have to just buy it. Hear this.
There were congressional hearings about it for the sake of 1.5 cents at a time, if I may.
Sake of 1.5 cents at a time, you know. Them have congressional hearing about it. But I want to give them trouble. Eh? Can you imagine? Hear this.
Complete the analogy. At a time when we, a traditional customer for American wheat, paying full market price for the wheat, had watched wheat prices go from $67 a ton to $249 a ton. We had watched soya beans go from less than $100 a ton to something over $400 a ton. And
you can't say nothing. We use the wheat, we use the soya bean, the oil for it. But yes, still you can't complain. And that man did that say, you know. But you complain of those 2 cents. You know I put dollars so much 100 per year thing per ton. And him can't say nothing. Continue.
Watch tractor prices go up by 40, 50, 60%. We were living and being throttled by this price behavior in the American market. And we not retaliated, we just negotiated a small riposte, the most gentle of ripostes, which added 1.5 cents a pound to a 31-cent article in America. And America regarded this as an absolute catastrophe, a confrontation and a challenge to her rights and authority in the world.
Take the example.
And I'm telling you, no. Them send them one them do the interview, documented. So they raise up everything. And him say it's not a challenge, you know. Him just do what he have to do because you have to back we, our people. And right away, yes, him confrontation and this and he might challenge them. Nobody that challenge them. Because he say I go take back the backside. Yeah, all right, look, this woman did us say, this is in a Reagan. Look here. Let me show you this. This is in a Reagan library. It's out of family Reagan library. Look on this. No joke. See there? Remember I just said about the backside. See, so when Andrew, so when thing they come in, see there? When it's 1982 this sign, see there? Announcement of United States Jamaica barter agreement. See the Reagan library, see that? A museum. See that today the United States completed its arrangement. Yeah. On November the 24th, 1981, procure 1.6 million tons of Jamaica bauxite for the United States strategic stockpile. The agreement, which was signed today by representatives of the United States and Jamaican government in Jamaica, will benefit both countries as stimulates the growth of Jamaica private sector. The United States will receive needed bauxite for our strategic stockpile. Raw material used to produce aluminum, major element in almost all modern military weapons, such as F-15 fighter. So them are think about them weapon and them war thing. Yeah? Him take it and give them back. You know how much money him I get? See it, not 200 million again. It's a Siaga, see it? 39 million. 39 million in need. See that? Not my, remember, you know, this sign of the president library, it's there. Then release them. See that? Jamaican return for a bauxite will receive approximately 39 million needed foreign exchange, plus metric ton of what? Non-fat dry milk. Yeah, 700 metric ton and 1,900 metric ton of hydrous milk fat, value of 13 million. No, you're going down to the dogs now. But man, they do him take it and then him take everything and privatize it and just keep talk back and fuck we up. See, I got. And then no, them things, so these things never documented when I tell them so we have them. Right? And then they are there. You go in the library, you can say a lot of things that say I go down and fucked up the place. And everything is documented now in the New York Times and that. Listen to me. Only stop going and talk shit. It's there. Me have them, because you know me have my copy of everything, you know. And me keep the thing them around here, you know. See? I will live to it. See? The man them destroy the place. So for them thing now when them come with them propaganda, for spit propaganda, you man they say look a while. Them get mad when them put up the backside. But yes, see when they put up everything, we have to take it. See that?
The bauxite. You're sitting on one of the richest deposits in the world.
Yeah,
and yet most of it is controlled by outsiders.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered expropriating the bauxite?
No. We have always believed that that if we were going to nationalize a foreign corporation, that we would feel in honor bound to pay reasonable compensation for the asset that we took over. And I'm assuming that when you said expropriate, you mean to take over without compensation. No, that's absolutely contrary to our principles, contrary to our Constitution, and contrary to our law.
Do you think that we are in?
I asked him, try him say, no, I'm not take over. And that him think, him the first time when I take over, I'm do like what I'm talking about.
In this modern world for increasing violence, is violence a part of the world we're going to be living in?
I would fear so, and I think it will remain so to the extent that the world won't face the challenge of what I call total social engineering. I think that as long as you live in a world that is at least partially dominated by concepts of acquisitiveness, permissiveness, and all the rest of it, that sees society as some big sort of thing that is supposed to happen by accident. I know this is contrary to all the classic Western theology. I don't accept the Western theology any longer over this. I think that more and more you've got to see the world in terms of deliberate social engineering of security for babies, the daycare centers, the management of an economy that guarantees employment for everybody, that guarantees a reasonable distribution of wealth so that you don't have provocative extremities of wealth and poverty. And I think you've just got to engineer that world. And if you don't engineer that world, I think the acquisitive sort of freewheeling world inevitably is impelled towards violence by the inequities that it produces.
The man predict it and look what going on right now. And that was reality. And not even a prediction, that was reality, that critical thinker. Yeah. So if you don't make the baby them have them milk and them people and them can't put food on them table, you always have the problem with the world have. Some country will do that now, it ease off somewhat, you know. But majority of them will continue this, the rich and get richer and then the poor. And then the rich, I remember, you know, when you rich, you know, you just have stockpile money and do nothing with it, you know. You can't eat it, you can't do it. If you buy 10 house, you can't live in a 10 house one time. If you have 10 car, you alone, me not talk your family and drive it. You can't drive 10 car one time. It just can't. You see? And okay, and if you have billions, you sit on billions, you are dead left it, you know. Meanwhile, other people are suffering, and then you look billions more for just sit up and for just drive away from other people because they want to be dead one day. Yes, for drive away, for just, you know, oppress other people, for go through, you're evil. We can't see the world like this. Some people are going to bed hungry. Right now in Jamaica, enough people now them start selling them skin. Forget the food. Squeeze toothpaste, all kind of things. And that's true. No two way about it. I don't know some people follow some little idiot politician and make them tell them bullshit. I don't see the world away here. See, it's bad when you have people and them hungry dead like that, you know. It's not supposed to happen. And when Sir Mandy did that do, and him right. You know what I'm saying? Let me plus pay back right or so. Hear this? Hear this?
A foreign corporation that we would feel in honor bound to pay reasonable compensation for the asset that we took over. And I'm assuming that when you said expropriate, you mean to take over without compensation. No, that's absolutely contrary to our principles, contrary to our Constitution, and contrary to our law.
Do you think that we are in this modern world for increasing violence? Is violence a part of the world we're going to be living in?
I would fear so, and I think it will remain so to the extent that the world won't face the challenge of what I call total social engineering. I think that as long as you live in a world that is at least partially dominated by concepts of acquisitiveness, permissiveness,
yes.
and all the rest of it, that sees society as some big sort of thing that is supposed to happen by accident. I know this is contrary to all the classic Western theology. I don't accept the Western theology any longer over this. I think that more and more you've got to see the world in terms of deliberate social engineering of security for babies, the daycare centers, the management of an economy that guarantees employment for everybody.
Everybody that we are talking about, not to come cut ribbon and give some people because they're loyalist to a party and then you burn everybody else. And taxpayer money I use to it, you know. Remember, you know, when Andrew issued something, and Andrew money, you know. And your money in a anything you buy tax, and not just feed them alone money, everybody money. But him continue to do this. So you make one part suffer. Nobody not like you better. Monday will never do that. I'll play next Monday after this. Continue.
Guarantees a reasonable distribution of wealth so that you don't have provocative extremities of wealth and poverty. And I think you've just got to engineer that world. And if you don't engineer that world, I think the acquisitive sort of freewheeling world inevitably is impelled towards violence by the inequities that it produces.
True.
When we were walking into the patio, you said you thought this was an epical period in the evolution of the human race. What did you mean by that?
Because I think you're watching one of the great transitional periods of history. One of the classic power hegemonies of history has reigned unchallenged. The metropolitan North has reigned unchallenged for, 150, 170 years, 200 years. And you are now watching in the emergence of the third world and its capacity to articulate itself as a group and its needs as a group, watching in the discovery of the bargaining power of oil and the OPEC group. You're watching in all of this one of these great transitional moments in history, would you not agree? When a power hegemony is being challenged, not to be necessarily replaced by another power hegemony, but certainly to create a reordering of the disposition of power in the world.
One man, let me tell you, everything start from one man. One man sit down and do what I have to do for our people them. And Andrew come out and say that fucking DS. When you know burn down evening time, man do so much things. See my play it before. It documented, you know, shouldn't even don't talk to me. When if you go away. That's why I not have them money, I know. Me a serious man, because me take this to me heart, you know, people. If you know some other country, you ban this, so you never string cut this up, and them destroy it, and then still come with propaganda and lies and spin. And we do what? No, do them thing and set nothing like this. When you take the box out and give them back, say I gotta do it. And take skin milk powder and take 39 mil when you make 200 mil. See? It's bad. And lock down hospital, fire nurse, fire doctor, lock down school, privatize a bag of places, do all can help. Those things doing it. And them thinking that not documented, so them come out with lies. What them fool so? Who see how gonna be? Listen, Seago was the prime minister and he was the finance minister to fuck up Jamaica 2 years. Yes, God said. Yeah? See real people, yeah?
Say to an American who looks out upon a seething and turbulent world.
What would I say to him? Well, I think he would do well to remember what George III might have felt when he faced the uprising. You know, change happens and you get accustomed to it, and England in the end became a great friend and ally of America's. But there was challenge. This time there doesn't have to be a warlike challenge.
Yeah, when them that change America, them turn friends and allied after. Because them get a challenge. So I must say this not to be a warlike challenge. It's just a change. So them have to get rid of Monday, you know. Because them not just see him in a Jamaica, set Jamaica, but them are open the third, the other ways, so-called third world countries, 46 of them. And come with ideas where they one of them get adapted. And I show that they must say this man wants to sit down in this around 46 country and show them to open them eyes and do one change up the thing. No, we have to get rid of him. You see, we are putting a power man, start kill out them people, they burn on even tired home. Spread propaganda. Clean as I need. The big boys, them too. See, continue.
To a lot in the future of the world is to be found in the speed with which America, with its great capacity for adaptation, innovation, its pragmatic common sense, will just apply that common sense to a world that is in the throes of change, where that change can be immeasurably assisted if Americans will understand what they can contribute to it, rather than feel that it is their duty to fight it and resist it.
Yeah, fight it and resist it.
I really hope you'll help.
Michael Manley, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, one of the most impressive political leaders of the new governments that make up the Third World, and a man who believes that interdependence is here to stay.
He was the most, and I him now, and look at the key that Angelo run out for Michael, man, about, remember, go destroy, you can't destroy, man, and you never say, yeah, either. Yeah, just that alone show you live off a housing trust, you live have no manners. Eh? You will never, you will always get people like me exposed, brother. See? Hear this. This is what my man they said to them, you know. Hear this. Hear this.
Hear me! I have altered the balance of power in Jamaica.
Hear back.
Labourites, hear me! I have altered the balance of power in Jamaica in favor of the black and the poor. And I have no apologies to history. You walk with a pride today you never had before because of my work, and nothing will turn that back in Jamaican history. Nothing will turn it back. Nothing will turn it back.
Salute, brother. Salute, sir. Oh, nothing. Yeah. I tell you. Him say it, and in the cover everything, you know. Stand up to them. In the yes, man. With all respect, man. This man stand up, man. Leader of the Third World, man. You see? I hear the lie what I wanted to tell Pam Manley now. Hear this. See that?
More so to believe our view than the opposite view contended, that Manley's ultimate aim is to take Jamaica into the Cuban orbit and to transform the society into a Cuban-type society. They have, in fact, implemented many of the types of institutions that are necessary for the transformation.
The institution! Pick one of the institutions. Remember, you know, a daycare and health center and one of them things the man they build, you know, and schools and hospital. Him said they implement all of the institution like GC Foster College and Garvey Master and the one of them, you know. See? Yes. Him said they are institution for the what? Hear this, for the communists. This is how him lie and wicked, you know, and take it to orbit. Hear this.
What sort of thing? Training programs. We have, for instance...
He mentioned about the trade, all right, and change it to art. So he might train up the young people, them. Him say, no, I beg this stuff. Not like that, a garbage, you know. Big that stuff. Hear this. Training program. The training program, them, yeah, have to train everything where you can't think of, can't meet a mason, that. The training program when take and say turn out. Yeah? Remember, him tell about training program, hear this.
To the Cuban orbit and to transform the society into a Cuban-type society. They have, in fact, implemented many of the types of institutions that are necessary for the transformation. What sort of thing? Training programs. We have, for instance, some 1,000 Jamaican youths that have now been trained in Cuba under a program that has come to be known as the Brigadista program.
Brigadista.
Because the purpose of the program is to set up Marxist-Leninist brigades to return to Jamaica to indoctrinate the peasant people and they were working class people. The relation
working class people, all right, before Monday talk. So if you have Cuban there build school and I do, you know, the dam them, remember them dam there? The hydro dam them and do all kind of things like man they do these things. When that's in over them forgot train them for indoctrinate people and the Cuban themselves in Jamaica help build these things. And where the thing them went to the man they build in Jamaica for indoctrinate the people them. Eh? You understand? Yes, this. Youth program, you know. The training program I'm turning out. What am I giving credit for? when I train up youth, him say I've indoctrinate people. The peasant, they call them peasant people, by the way. The peasant.
With Cuba arises partly because Cuba is our closest neighbor, partly because Jamaica has always had a friendship that is traditional, really. With Cuba, it goes back into the 19th century. We find that we both share a deep commitment to the liberation process. We take a similar view of, we took a similar view of Nicaragua. We take a similar view of South Africa. We took a similar view of Ian Smith.
Do you take a similar view of America?
No, I don't think we take a similar view of America. I think they have, of course, a very unusual and painful experience.
Do you think that your support of Dr. Castro and a certain number of his causes, that having Cubans here, has helped to antagonize the United States towards Jamaica?
Well, first of all, I've never supported Dr. Castro and his causes. I've discovered points where we have similar causes. We share causes. I don't support his causes, nor he mine for that matter. But that the relationship has contributed to and been the cause of strain with the United States, of that there's no question. It's a matter of principle.
Why did you do it? I mean,
because it is a matter of principle. Because to me it is an absolute matter of principle, and it isn't negotiable, and it will never be, no matter what price is paid. It is not negotiable for me to believe that a small country has to determine its policy by reference to what some powerful neighbor feels.
Comrades, all I can say, the international community has been run by the big powers for hundreds of years, and where are we? Where are we?
Upsetting Jamaica's powerful neighbour seems to have been a Manley speciality. When he came to power in 1972, he moved into head-on conflict with the interests of American big business. Bauxite is big business. It's the raw material from which aluminium is made. It's only found in a handful of countries, and Jamaica has 2 billion tons of it. Before Manley came to power, the entire Jamaican bauxite industry was controlled by 6 North American companies.
That's under JLP, you know, under Sangster, Shiva, them, Buster, them, controlled by 6 American companies before him come in power. Before Shiva there, yes.
The country's greatest natural asset belonged to someone else.
Okay.
The Jamaicans received only a pittance in royalties, about $40 million a year.
25.
After they were elected, Manley's government began to negotiate with the bauxite companies, and after fierce resistance began to buy into the industry, mainly by compulsory purchase. 2 years later, Jamaica was paying for a 51% controlling interest, and her revenue from bauxite had gone up to $200 million a year.
That agreement creates a new and we believe historic partnership between the company and Jamaica.
He also formed the International Bauxite Association, a producers' cartel similar to OPEC in the oil industry. It was to ensure that poor countries got the maximum revenue from one of their few natural resources. But more significantly, it was the first time that Manley, using his socialist principles, went into action against American huge corporations and won.
Let's remember that wherever imperialism works, the people must unite to defeat it.
In the eyes of some Americans, Manley had also threatened the security of the United States. Aluminium is used to build warplanes and rockets, and control of bauxite now lies outside America.
So you want to build warplane and rocket? I'm sure in the library in a Reagan thing, it build warplane and rocket and F-50. So they say I will just turn it over to them and fuck up the place and put up people on free food ticket and fuck up at the place, fuck up Jamaica. In God's sake. But Andrew now come now and I go to some talk when it no real, it's propaganda. These are this and misinformation. The guy is dangerous. Let me play one more Monday and then I play before me run out and show you, know, because I have to come to this, you know, because I'm really vexed in myself. Let me play that a Monday. Let me play that Monday. I want to listen to this properly. Let me see where it's there. Well, I have so much Monday as I play to when you say it's unbelievable. Let me see this. You see the Manley, Manley. Yeah, go and play that one here. You see one here come up. So see, Andrew, man. Worse. Boy, you run out per month. And if you run out per month, you see me having me son. When him talk about Manley, I'm going to play it too, you know. See, the man play the Manley and never play the Andrew. See that?
Now, winding up now. Let me tell you how wind up now. Socialism has got to be built. We have to build it like a house.
Listen this.
It can't be handed down. So who come into socialism for a handout? No, not so. It have to be built.
Have to.
And it need everybody want to work.
Yes.
Everybody must have love.
Yes.
Everybody must have discipline.
Yes.
We must keep our cities clean.
Yes.
No socialist would ever drop a piece of dirt or litter in the streets.
Yes.
Because the socialist would remember the one coming behind. Only people with a capitalistic mentality would ever dirty the streets. Who have love, who have justice, who have concern. Keep your city clean. Make I tell you what the party must do.
Yes.
The party, our party is open to all.
Here when you say, come on, if Andrew are talking to about 30 years and we, what I try to do is predict in your head with them lies. And me like when them do it, you know, when them, the minions them do it because I can dissect them. Because I have the one of them file, you know. Me have the file them. See? So when them do this, when them run out with the lies and propaganda, me just sit down and dissect them one. Yes. See? When the first in study, be a lie, them put out all big dirty thinking, mama, the amount of lie, misinformation and disinformation. Number one, see them start running the Michael. Them now run and a jump and a talk about who on social media. The whole of them are black guy, you know. The whole of them are social media account. Every one of them will chat. And them are post on social media and about social media. So you know them not good. Them is just shit. Them feel them could have control the narrative and continue to spread them propaganda. Cannot work. We grab them, man. Play that.
Our party must be first in discipline. Our party must be first in work. Our party must be first in sacrifice. Our party must be first in study. You must study. If you're a socialist, you must study. You must study. That's why we start all the great programs, literacy, so that we can bring knowledge. True knowledge is power. You must read.
Now imagine if a man don't want to trick you. The man I tell himself if first in study and tell him knowledge is power. So if you have knowledge and go follow up Andrew them and the one of them, you think them could have chat to them and deal with them. So which government come tell you say if first in study? And if you read no, Andrew I tell you if you listen to them. Believe me, no, them I tell you, if you listen, when you just listen to me because people are the misinformation. Them will lie so and thieves so. If you listen to them, not for first in study, you know. Yeah? And look through your thing that mean them can't tell them a lie. If you listen to them, because them I tell you, they will give you a lie, you know. But if you just listen to them, according to Dora, they answer them to, you know. And Big Mama, when we look now, you know, straight edge it started. And when you look, you have two sitting where, two, the old phone them, 3310 and phone box. Run out. Can nobody them make name this in a family on you know. Them want people put them up on them platform. No go ahead, man. I just fire one up. You know, my bedroom Patrick must say a laugh now. But to run up about social media. I just depend on social media, by the way. What I want to depend on social media. What I want to blogger. We not talk about blogger. I want to go away, man. Yeah, you understand? The truth, right? Continue. You when say, when if you study knowledge of power. After sermon, the man. Yeah? Him no want tell you to come to him. So when you go look for him, I tell you, him say, I tell you 100% truth. See? Him now, you can't put a 1 cent, same thief 1 cent, you know. Him and Andrew are two different completely. And see I got them and bust them and different. You can't say earth rasta and earth this, you know. And the film style that. Mr. Builder. Yeah, leave Jamaica and move it. If we have some real politician and move it. Patterson. After Manda Patterson, you know. Patterson, can you imagine you have IMF where dictates. And by 3 years, Patterson fling it away. And do everything. The highway, him not go back and listen, him not go back at the IMF, you know. Him do all these things, all the crisis in the 90s, not with the IMF. And you go buy the most money from the IMF and our boss said, we get the most money when we great grandparents for to pay it back. Yeah. Yeah, you understand? Of course, Farrell can say the same thing. Me have that too, man. Remember, me have the one of them that just been a play. Say me have it, man. Continue.
I have a book called Manley and the New Jamaica. Who should find a way to read it. My own little book I write for you is you I write it for. Politics of change is you I write it for. To give you wisdom and understanding. Read it. Make group bite and somebody read it. I don't know discuss it because you must be first in study. Knowledge is power. My last word is for the role of leadership. First of all, the leadership.
He might tell you even himself. The man, him bar none. Him tell you himself, him tell himself first in study. So he can hold them politician and everybody accountable. Like what me do. No pastor can, especially the one them at Jamaica. Remember the one them overseas are raper too, you know. In France, the church around 3,000 them around 333 were 1,000 little youth, you know. Yeah. Over the years, you know. See, in Jamaica, pay a pedophile, you know, most pedophile are pastor, you know. Who now pedophile, them trick man and David man wife, cause them wife they are chicken head like clothespin, hold them head and them, yeah. See, them live like clothespin, and them pastor rule them. Pastor no want to rule people life. If you want to tell them to live right and think, oh, you live wrong with people. One of them tell a woman about her vagina, have devil in it and them rape she uptown, and then she went out with that. You say that or that part about him a night vagina, a night out devil. Eh? And you allow him to. Eh? Take island now. I go, hey, some of them people are chicken, you know. See, I pay 13-year-old and them think the pastor of money suck down there, you know. Pick a little girl and them think. Nobody not tell you. You know, say me when Dan Boy call me, I'm going to tell him the truth. You have some people come out now and start to hold pastor accountable. Run them way. Anything with them do, and see, we have criminal police. Me are the first man when we have good police, you know. But you have some criminal. From the 90s, you know, see me run them way. From them kill me sick brother. You know, see me run them but wicked. Me and them are war from then till now. The criminal one, them will go around and I kill people. Every time you do that, it get me upset because them do it until life and my brother same way. And me have to clear that, you know. So me know when enough people are go through, you know. Remember that, you know. See, me have an ex-brother in the 96 way. And them not even taking away. Them should have goddamn shame. You understand? So the man give them to encourage. And I remember, you know, this I want to do and sit down there. So when I talk about some people and people good, or if you good way you know people and take them go kill them. No, it's people them take a walk on the road. That never happen in East, you know. But when I go east, let me tell you this. Them things never happen at East Kingston. Go man see I walk on the street where they have a flour mill or go now where a man asks where you come from and dry you and go kill you. Any man in them look a war must war them in. Never happen. But it happen now west. Yeah, past them play man so where you come from where you looking dry you and got fling in a pit. Nobody not see them, they have no see anything. Eh? No evilness them thing the man. Never happen now west and never happen now east. Be a west. See? So these are the things where them do. So we know not them with them foolishness, you know. See? And that's why he's a man trying to tell. No boy can't run with me, you know. 104, man. Boy don't know me, them have to build up like America fame way, man. I don't run with them. I don't want some boy around me either. Because I traumatized, I don't want some people around me, you know. Because I move from 0 to 100. So I better stay around here and do what I don't want some boy move out of my way too. Because I don't ramp with them neither, you know. What you talk about, man? Them grieve me, you know. And then them come back with them lie and mash up the fucking place again. They destroy the place, they same thing where for Blackwood and do everything. I'm gonna come with more lies and propaganda. It cannot work. You continue to play Manley. There.
Of socialism must walk in humility. Humility must be humble. Must be humble. Must always be humble.
Yeah.
There is no place for arrogance in the party that I lead.
You notice how big does the thinking bush for him? The other day, don't Peter's field. Or him tell the people them have to come out and him have to play hard. Then him come and say people have spread propaganda. And misinformation. He never say it. We have to play it back on him. This is how them lie, you know. Pump valves him run out to talk how the place fix up and well light reach. And when Dayton came say, listen, I talk to them, nothing. Him come now apologize. I say, oh, them give me this. And them all attack and them and not bench. I spread propaganda to the people in Jamaica. Lies, misinformation and disinformation. Then him come apologize like, you take that. And him do it with Bojo. He's a piece of shit. Yeah, man, continue.
And anybody that is arrogant over the people must get out of leadership.
What do you mean?
The only one that is fit to lead is the one that walks hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, equal with the people, loving with the people. That's why I don't want no big flashy motor car.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody in my party go with flashy clothes.
Simple.
I dress simple. And I drive in a simple little car.
Yeah.
And Bev driving a simple little car.
Yeah.
Because we must walk with the people. The day we think we're bigger than the people, we have no business to lead.
So, when I talk to people, if the youth them talk about, rather remember, you know, whether you are jail people, people, poor people, people on that talk. If you look about 15 years, no prime minister would ever talk to nobody so. Sarah used to talk to people, so I'm boxed down dead man all the while, you know. Deal with him wicked and beat him too, you know. And him saying proud of it. Eh? You are the politics, but you make man beat you from Boston. And you black like blacky tutus and make a white man beat you. Not even a Jamaican. Eh? I beat you. And you proud of that. Like it's a slavery business. Eh? You hear this? Continue.
Socialism walks in humility with the people. If you're a socialist, you must have love and concern.
Yes.
And if you are a leader, you must stay close to the people.
Yeah.
I said to the leaders of socialism, stay close to the people.
Yes.
When the people are worried and unhappy, don't run away from them. Stay close like a shepherd. Give them love. Give them care. That is socialism. The leader in socialism must know so that he can explain.
Yeah.
He must understand so that he can lead.
Okay.
He must inspire by example.
But I'm not you know. Andrew can lead, you know. We just want to hear from you. Andrew, you watch this. Una make Andrew lead, you know. Andrew lead by example. Una make Andrew lead, you know. Talk to me, Mikey. Talk to me, Dwight. Andrew can lead, you know. Una move fast, you know, come here, move fast. Him lead by example. Una answer me fast on this, yeah? No way. Yeah, no. See that? Andrew can't lead nobody around a man. Nobody. You can't lead by example. Your example, you can't lead with 2 taxi and 3 taxi, and then your father say you have 30 or more panting, and you can't tell you your declaration can't certify and 28 bank account and all kind of things, brother. Yeah, yeah. See that them say no way, man. Look at my brethren say, Andrew, lead by example. Look at. You remember how Andrew treat the youth from UWI when you talk about the needs? Yeah? You hear this? And if you have integrity, and you have integrity, yeah.
Above all, he must have integrity. 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 Integrity.
But Monday, Sir Monday, the Integrity Commission will have the integrity that Andrew and the minions them now have none. You hear? If you have integrity.
Only honesty can lead the people in socialism.
Right now, Andrew them not honest. You hear this? Hear this?
Therefore, my comrades, let us build together. And I call upon you now, in the name of the Father, in the name of God, in the name of Allah, in the name of Jehovah, in the name of Jah.
In the name of Jah. So when them show respect to everybody who you do, you look at worship to who you want worship, I recognize as God, and him call them out. The name of the Father, the name of that, the name of Allah, yeah, the name of Jah, the name of Jehovah. So you understand? So him, when them call out everybody, you hear the rest of them, Jah. Rasta never free. Rasta never free. Man, they come free them up. When we play Anjo now, before we knock out, because we have to do Anjo. When we deal with this is how Anjo when we rush Anjo when Anjo come tell life on Monday. But that there. This is how him come say people. That after we straighten him out.
A story.
It's a story, yes?
And this is a true story.
It's a story.
Today is my
all right,
birthday.
people. That we sure say Anjo's story them never truthful. And this is a lie too. Him says a story, and it is a true story. Now, if you don't talk the truth all the time, you will not come tell me say it's a story and it's a true story. That means the story them way not going for a man and not be a lie. Let me play it back. You reading everything, you know. Hear that, listen.
I'll tell you a story.
Not tell you a story.
And this is a true story.
That means not be a lie and tell.
Today is my birthday.
Hear this.
The 22nd of July, 1972 is the year I was born. I'm certain that Mr. Bunting knows the significance of that year very well.
Yeah, there. When him do this, him know the significance of the year very well. Bunting them never run a politics to be up. So when him do him draw you for your smile and your laugh and feel kind of thing this, you know. Give for the gap. Yes.
Here, Michael Manley won the elections.
You am lying now.
February of that year, I believe.
February,
I
yes.
was born in July.
Man, July. See, April, May, June, July.
My father
was
elated
5 months
by the victory of Michael Manley.
Yeah, this now.
Because, like you and many other Jamaicans, he felt that the message of liberation, of political empowerment, which is described in our vernacular as the Sematization of our country, that was necessary. Coming out of colonialism. It was necessary to shake off colonial mindset and to see ourselves as independent people.
Hear him now.
Michael Manley said that we will walk on our 2 feet and not on our knees. I, Andrew Michael Holness, firmly believes in that.
You believe in that. Hear this.
So when I was born,
hear this now.
My father insisted on my mother that my name should be Michael.
Come on. So when him born, I like just like I'm telling you. Him said Michael said walk on him 2 feet and thing, but Michael never said that in a 72. So when Michael said it, him around 4. So all your father insisted to tell your mother give your name Michael because him said I walk on him 2 feet. This is a lie. When if you know a lie from the truth, you know. Michael just win. Just have put some things in place. Never said this yet. It's a story. I'm tell you saying can't talk the truth. So right away, I want to know what's a lie, I tell, right? Yes. But me tell you, I saw him lie. For morning. Cannot tell the truth. See? So, but in the days, there were a lot of people named Michael. See my brother named Michael there. See that? See Michael there? Yes. So my brother name Michael there. So this are enough more people back in the day. You know what Michael we know? Pepper, Michael. And you know what Michael we know? From 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I know under the 80s, that the name they used to, you know, pay my the amount of Michael we know. Yeah? Yeah. See, the amount of Michael unbelievable. Yes. So this is what them do him go on and tell be a lie. Michael, him father, could have said delighted because they never said this until up like 76. And go up more. So I'm like 4 or 5, 76 when them talk, and then 77 and then because them come with them foolishness, and when them say, you know, they're so up after them time, they're not 72. Not 72. So when him born, him father couldn't say, well, me delighted because Michael say my walk upon him feet. Lie. Lie. You see? All right. 100% lie. Here what I'm saying, so I'm making them a look a quick part or so. This, we're signing out for this. Hear this.
Persons giving out packages.
Listen.
And it is becoming almost the in thing now on social media. Everybody is giving out a package.
You hear this?
No, I think in the initial days it's necessary. But I'm also very concerned about the dignity of our people.
The dignity.
You know, I don't like my country to be shown as people running to get food, running to get fighting over package and those kind. I don't like that.
Yes.
And it creates a kind of mentality that is not Jamaican.
It creates a mentality is not Jamaican.
We are independent people at heart. You know, we are independent. We're not supposed to be doing handout.
You hear what I'm saying?
Now, yes, we are in a place where we need to do relief, but we must never give up our dignity. So,
moving. I'm very hypocritical answer for
the government
program, and on Friday.
Today, I am here to see the restoration of commercial activities in one of Jamaica's premier, what we call street gastronomy.
According to the Prime Minister, the ceremony in Border St. Elizabeth marks a major step in the government's move to keep Jamaica's economy going. However, not everyone is satisfied with the approach being used by the Holiness-led administration. Some critics have accused the administration of prioritizing, while noting that some residents are still struggling in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. This was Opposition Member of Parliament Michael Phillips at Wednesday's Public Administrations and Appropriations Committee, PAAC.
Response time, instead of us making these grand announcements and PR thing, get the people in a state that they...
When them do it, you say him a do it, him want to trick people. And these are the lowest of the low. You never see man them do these things. Because the truth is, you can know when a country moving in the right direction. You feel it, you live it, you see it. So you don't need him to cut a ribbon and then put it up on social media to trick you. That's a trick. Those are PR. Real government not do these things. Right? Real government, when you are driving on, you see the road them smooth out, them maintain, they say a place sweep up, you know, see no rubbish. Real government, when you go to hospital, it's the hospital them are run proper. It's fully staffed. Yeah, you have services, everything at work. So you know where your money are go. Not simple. Real government is say you have teachers and the place nice and everything and work. Real work instead of them come tell lie. See? You understand? So you don't know some real government at work in any real country. You know government are going. Can you imagine? You have a big country like Canada. Can you imagine? You have Prime Minister going in a cut ribbon, one room and a show and say him at work. When you have so much million people live, how much million people shut a house? That wouldn't make no sense. It don't. Right? So you know, man, a real government. Hear this now. You might drop one. Remember, I'm just talking about the handout, you know. Hear this now.
And feel normal again.
While not addressing the comments made by Mr. Phillips directly, Dr. Holness revealed that he's issued a directive to the Cabinet Secretary to scale back some of the ceremonial activities. However, he maintained the ceremonies remain critical.
We have to have these markers in time for achievement.
You must have the markers in time for achievement. So, the border where they're good. And I like you build up something new now, I know. Sean Paul, go give them the material and build it back. I make them put this, you go open it and say, you put a markers on this, say, are your achievement this? Or if you achieve something where they're already and the hurricane will go move it and them thing and you just come back. And somebody, people come contribute and put it back. So you want to put out this as your achievement, brother? When we have the truth and the youth say, I'm not leaving no politics. Yeah. Yeah, man. You see me, I say? You see this? No, it's true. We are dissect the lies. So I'm just talk about the handout, you know, but yesterday, man, cut every man. Look here.
Because if you don't, the deluge of misinformation and falsehood would overwhelm the public's attention and distort the national mood. And
so say you're overwhelmed the public attention and distort. So you know, sister, the public in one trick. And then you fix back this, and then the taxpayers' money. No people understand same way. Even when the place fix up and something for your parade, then they have them house already. We just want them get back by your foot and them and try parade that. You might try parade and countryman. Remember, you have your house them already, you know. Yeah, live. You like the pampas because you like it pop down. You just want even some normalcy, you know, breaking, but if just a little. He want parade that himself. And you put it down, say, marker that. If you ever drank cut your ass. This is how the man take the people only for first in study. None of them are supposed to parade this. The people them want to give from them art. Remember them now get it back and I couldn't pay back a taxpayers' money. If them when put it up him say no about pride. And him not like some country a show, so but yesterday him a show. And him want to use it as a marker to say I work, him a work. Yeah, but him not do nothing. Yeah, him a back for the mind, it not gonna work. That mean I trick him and trick the people them. Yeah,
the government has to take this kind of forward-facing frontal position to bring information. We almost have to be in your face every day.
So this is information right now. Sean Paul, build it back. We see the material, we see the thing, we have them. So you take it over and then remember, you know, it will put back the people them on foot. If you start cook, I've had the question, those are the question, Tuesday. Over here, and what is this? This is a waste of money when everyone going to go do all this. Eh? So if you put on this and say the government bill back, and then you give credit, yes, it bill back, you know. This is garbage. So even when the house them put back, who you hear, because we have hurricane in the 90s, we have hurricane in the 80s. If you hear anybody talk about the hurricane and want this bill back, where man look markers off? Eh? I'm self my top on man, but him say misinformation himself. No, but himself too.
To counteract the deliberate falsehoods that are being spread.
Dr. Holness was speaking at the official reopening.
Come on, move. Go on, man. And come on and move in front of me. This may I tell you, say, only for watching with. Grieve we heart, you know. With all them lies. Him have the falsehood that spread. Yes. Say, hey, man, and pumbas. Falsehood. Some people falsehood are them tongue, you know. Well, pumbas. I think I use better than falsehood. Because you're supposed to have a real one and a false one. So for them falsehood, them are spread. Yes. Sometimes they spread it on blue pill. Yes. Some are spreading falsehood. Yes. Yes. Them falsehood are them tongue. They use them tongue for pitch pint nowadays, you know. Enough of them. Enough of them around here. They use them tongue for pitch pint. So when I just talk about falsehood, that them are spread falsehood. Yes. I didn't see their falsehood, them are spread. Yes. See? Falsehood. Them are use it, them are spread it. Them for go away. Him still a creep, I saw it go. Anyway, I will come knock it again in a later because I want to know my thing. But remember, some show come up. Oh, hey, who forget them ticket, get them tickets online, you know, because we are part enough away, you know. And March, see the month out for done, you know, February after February and March. So, we are part down, so yeah. Wanna watch this? This is how show come up, yeah? Oh.
Run Things, Promotions, and The Vibes Entertainment present One Show, One Vibe, a Night of Niceness. Saturday, 28th of March, 2026. The Vigi Sports Complex comes alive with a once-in-a-lifetime event. Smile St. Lucia Concert, the old school dance hall edition. Featuring live from Jamaica, the old Gangali, Louis Culture. Louis Culture. The Golden Voice, Little Kirk. And if you remember Gun and her baggie. Champion Bubbler and Bomb Flick. Then I know you love 90s dance hall. The great Little Lenny.
Now go and tell your friends that the one and only lover boy come again. Oh God. Bring him in one. Girl, the love it off it. Kill me dead.
And from 7'5", great Meshach.
Mr. Diddy Show, he alone, war on the show.
Meshach.
A Ethiopian princess.
Alley Cat. Alley Cat. General Bakes. Music by Lionheart Sound from Canada. The Lucian Boss DJ Cleese, Twins of Twins, and the Rocket Launcher. Early bird tickets are $100, regular $130. You pay more at the door. Tickets are available at Steve's Barber Shop or purchase online at ticketgateway.com. Smile St. Lucia is a night of niceness where the stars shine brighter and the music hit deeper. That's the recipe for a good time. The rhythm of the heart and soul. So see you there.
Hey, let me tell you, a show like this, I know it have to watch out 2 and 3 times because them thing are spread right out there, you know. So man, you do your work here, sir. When a guy come around with all the name, man, we move him out of the way. Them are shit. Some guys should not charge for treason. Can't do what you do. I'm practicing your flowers, your thing what you do, you know. None of them. See that we going deep down in the IMF now. We leave the IMF. And for your country, run without IMF. And one of the greatest achievement by itself that. Andrew them taking IMF, you know. Yeah, Abisha, Bruce Colin, Andrew was part of that. And he was a prime minister one at a time and Bruce stepped down. And them destroyed that. Mama P them have to put that straight. And set with them setting a law that, you know, to GDP ratio, they go down and that set for 2025, it will go at 60%. Mama P set it, you know, and Peter Phillips. But Andrew run with it. Wee! And him no say him no set nothing. But that's why you see me a draw back. Remember me have the whole file them, you know. That's why you see me start show the file them and them. Can make him run and chat. And then we show the pipe and him too lie, man. Them to go away, man. And too much propaganda and all kind of thing, you know, if you get real. First, you have to be patriotic. If that would PMP had do that to Jamaica from the 70s, I have nothing to do with PMP. JP are the same thing. You have to be a Jamaican first. Don't make politics trick on them. Yeah, if you wake up and stop, fuck up the people, the man tell lie. Me out here, yeah? Later. I'm out. Bless.
Till the hammer burn.
We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump sum we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and
we keep like the government of a country. It's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put them life in misery. You understand me, Luciano? Over there, man.
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure. It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politicians, for the evil's mission, who know we blame. Too money and power and fame. We're gonna find up the youth, them relieve down the lane. Give them big gun and brainwash them.